There are only 5 correct answers. All right, let's see how you did. Question 2, anyone? How about some answers, baby? Try to type them all in before time runs out. The time has come. Behold! Your tap time is ticking away. Typing time is almost over. If you get some answer no one else did, you get a bonus. Okay, last question this round. I only accepted these answers. This last one's for a power slice. Tap as many correct answers as you can before time runs out. There is so little time left. Oh, time's up. You climbed a mountain for me? Oh, I'm touched. There are 6 correct answers. There are only 7 correct answers. There are but 8 correct answers. There are just 9 correct answers. There are 10 correct answers. There are 11 correct answers. There are 12 correct answers. You have to prove yourself first! There are 13 correct answers. There are 14 correct answers. There are 15 correct answers. There are 16 correct answers. There are 17 correct answers. There are 18 correct answers. There are 19 correct answers. There are 20 correct answers. But not just anyone can spin me. And you get points if I land on your slice. You're gonna take turns spinning me. Slice owner, come to me. I'm gonna give you a series of clues to help you answer this question. Let's see you solve this one. The fastest meeples win the most. And here come the clues. That was the last clue. Hurry up! But your odds increase when you have more of them. One of you is a cut above the rest. A tie? I guess you all deserve one slice then. You just earned a slice. Hey, I'm an enormous talking wheel. How about that? You have all the points you need. Uh-oh, knocked out of contention. Earn the points back, quick! More players are able to win. Very exciting. We've only played 1 round so far, but I can already tell this is gonna be a game to remember. Everyone else better step it up. Hey, you're way out in front. It's a real nail biter. Who's gonna be on top? This is a close one. Be the closest. It's an all-around good idea. This is just like a good shave. You want to get real close to the answer. Just be closer than the others, okay? No big deal. Imagine yourself getting the exact right answer and then settling for being real close. That's worth a slice. Here's a slice. Take a slice. That's slice-worthy. 1 slice for you. Have a slice. You get a slice. So, what matched after all? Okay, let's see the matches. Time's up. Let's see the matches at least. Done. So what went with what? I present to you the power slice. This, my little friend, is the power slice. It's known as the power slice. Maybe you've heard of the power slice. Acquaint yourself with the power slice. By my divine will, it's the power slice. I bestow unto thee the power slice. Look at you. Look at you. I'm so proud. Check you out. Hey, we found us a winner. Look at that. Hey, how about that? You did the best. Is that a winner I see over there? You've come all this way to get the answer to life's most fundamental questions, but you have to play my trivia game first. What a crazy setup. And what about you who did so perfect it kills me? And then there's you with the top score. And you who did the best this round. And if you think I didn't notice your high score, then think again. And what about the top scoring player, you ask? And the time for spinning? It's now. Oh, and the spinning? Let's go do that. And since we're already talking about spinning, let's go. You have to prove yourself first. Start tapping and don't let up. Every prompt is like a 50-50. I like your odds. How many can you get, is what I want to know. Alexander the Great once played this question and only got 4. True story. It's time for another power slice. It's the next power slice. Could it be another power slice? Power slice incoming. I got a power slice with your name on it. Chew on a power slice. Woo, that's a spicy power slice. Put the power slice in your pocket. Check this out. Ooh, look what I've got. You're gonna be so thrilled with this. What amazing thing is this? Are you ready for something shiny? Don't stare directly at it, it's like the sun. Make more matches than the competition, I implore you. Match the left ones to the right ones. Match up things that have to do with each other. You're the good ones, 'cause your score is so good. The top scores have me feeling all warm and fuzzy. You did so good, I'm calling you out. But those scores have got my attention. Stand up tall with those scores. You're no doubt proud with a score like that. 2 little pilgrims with top-tier scores. 2 of you are more meeple than the rest. I see 2 hero meeples shining brighter than the sun. 2 of you just made my day with those scores. 2 tiny ones are on top. 2 top-scoring meeples. 1 of you is a cut above the rest. Oh, your score! I'm blinded by how beautiful it is. Your score is a sight to behold. I'm geeking out over how good you did. Are you for real? That score? What kind of beautiful brain are we dealing with here? Your score is breathtaking. I choose. It must be. My decision is. It has to be. The winner is. It looks like it's. Decisions are hard, but make one already. Choose a number, quick, we don't have all day. Submit your number now, time is short. Can you believe you're about to play question 1? Question 1 is the first of 3 questions. I've lined up some questions, starting with this one. I've got a strong desire to give you question 1. I'm here to ask question 1, and you're here to answer it. Let's move on from this train wreck like it never happened. Okay, yeah, I don't give slices to no-shows. This feels like a no-slice kind of scenario, right? No answers? Well, no slices, thank you very much. Ooh, you little ones better hustle. Time is precious, am I right? The time to tap answers is slipping away. Hurry up, we've got important things to do. Only a few seconds left, so make 'em count, okay? The time to hurry up is right now. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. What am I looking at? How about that? What in the... Oh, no, you didn't. Are you kidding me? And as for you, and the meeple with the most, and who could forget you? And the top player? Hey, you, with the top score. How about some top score recognition? And you? It's the home stretch now! Keep tapping! There's time for just a few more answers. This is your last chance to increase your score. Tap a few more before time runs out. I bet your fingers hurt from tapping. Just push through the pain. Okay, show me the numbers. All right, so, what'd you say? Numerically, what did you decide? And what did you end up with? So, you answered, just tap on the ones that fit the prompt. Just tap on the ones that fit the prompt. The player closest to the answer is who you want to be. Get nice and close to the answer if you want to win. The player who gets the closest will win this one. This is what you had to type. Here are the irrefutable right answers. Do these answers look familiar to you? Did you get all these answers? These are just the facts. Let's keep up this momentum with question 2. Here's my follow-up. Question number 2. Question 1 is nothing compared to question 2. I've got a second question to share with you. Question 2 is what I'm feeling now. Well, that got intense. I didn't know you had that in you. Look at you, you little tapping tappers. Of course. Oh, it's obvious when you see it. Oh, wow. Yeah, that just makes sense. Some of those are surprising even to me. Question 3 and a power slice go hand in hand. Question 3 comes with the prize of a power slice. This last question is for a power-packed power slice. Answer this last one the best and win a power slice. Let's get you a power slice. Just do good on this last question, okay? How many'd you get? But is that what you said? What did you say? Did you tap the ones you were supposed to? Show me how you did. All right, the answers look something like this. Done. Here's what I was looking for. That's it. And the answers were, hey, recognize these answers? Good. Now feast your eyes on these juicy answers. Okay, but what about the answers? It gives you the power to spin me. It's the thing that allows you to spin me. It's an ancient relic you need to spin me. You can stick it on my head and spin me. You is who I pick. You're the one for me. It was always you. Okay, this ought to make your brain tingle. This one's very near and dear to me. Inquiring minds want to know. I'm sure you all know this, but I expect prompt answers to the following. You and I both know that I had to ask. You get a bonus if you answered some no one else did. And the correct answer is... But the correct answer is... But I was looking for... And the precise answer is... Answer with the keypad on your device and then tap submit. Now hurry up the mountain. I'm lonely over here. Now come on up and spin me. So it's time for some spins. Let's go. Okay, on to the summit where you'll spin me already. Now climb the mountain and let's spin. With the power slice in hand, the meeples brave the summit. Oh, now I'm all fired up for a set of spins. Get over here. The knowledge of the universe is only a few spins away. The answer you seek is just a few spins away. You know what would be crazy? If I gave you 2 new slices, just because. I'm thinking I might toss you a couple fresh slices. What if I were to slip you 2 new slices? Generously, the wheel decided you can have 2 new slices. Presently, I'm flushed with slices, so how about I give you 2? Talk about your benevolent wheels. Oh, what a good wheel. Who just gives away slices? Me. What a friendly wheel, right? This god is a wheel of the people. Name me one other talking wheel that would do this for you. You all did the same. I gotta give you all a slice. Look at this, I'm giving you all a slice. There's a slice for everyone, 'cause you all have the same score. You all did so good, I have a slice for each of you. It's a tie, so everyone gets one of my precious slices. Another slice. A second slice, yes. Have another one. One more slice. That's 2 slices I've given you. 2 slices is better than 1. You'll see 2 columns that you can slide up and down. Time for just a few more matches. Match time is coming to an end. Time for just a few more matches. Hey, here's a match. You and running out of time. Tick and tock. Hurry up. But only one of you really wowed me. I gotta break this tie. I don't like tie scores, so... Aw, not a tie. You did just as good as each other? Nah, there are no ties for this question. You did equally good, but I don't really care. I got 2 slices for yous eager beavers. Not just 1, but 2 slices for you. Imagine having 2 slices, then stop imagining because here they are. If I gave you 2 new slices, would you invite me over for Thanksgiving? I got a shiny new pair of slices for you, my crew. This is the last question of the round. It's round-ending question 3, my favorite. We close with question 3. One last question for you teeny tiny ones. This round wouldn't be complete without a question 3. A boom. Bam! Slices! Pow! Plunk! You're welcome. Enjoy. For you. 2 slices for crushing the competition. 2 slices is how we honor you. 2 slices for a clean victory. This calls for 2 slices. When you see an answer that fits the prompt, give it a little tap. That's what I would do. Some answers are more tappable than others, am I right? Tap the ones that fit the prompt. Don't tap the others. Tap the right answers. That seems like a good idea. Tap away, little ones, tap away. Go ahead and start tapping. The wheel of enormous proportions. It's me. I bet you didn't think a wheel could be so big and speak your language, but here we are. You're looking at a giant wheel that can speak. What's going on here? No, you're not dreaming. I'm the biggest wheel you've ever seen. You traveled long and far seeking knowledge, but have to play my trivia game first? What's that about? You're on a journey to find enlightenment, but you're confronted with a kooky trivia game instead. Who does that? You're seeking answers to life's mysteries, but have to win a silly trivia game first. Who would make you do that? The waitress at Applebee's told you I possessed infinite wisdom, but you'll only find your car keys if you win at my trivia game. You all look so out of breath. Just fly up here next time, like I do. So glad you can join me up here with all those slices you have. Look at you, up here where your slices finally pay off. Welcome to the mountaintop, where your slices can be spun and turned into points. So glad you joined me up here with all those slices that can be spun and turned into points. Look at you up here, where your slices can finally be spun and score you some points. Unless everyone shares it, then it won't end up worth so much, am I right? But watch out. You split the points with everyone that shares a slot with you. Just be careful, you split the points with everyone who shares a slot with you. But know this, you share the points with everyone who shares a slot with you. The slices you keep go to waste. Hurry up, get those slices down quick or you'll lose them. My face is craving your slices, come on! Time is ticking away, don't miss out on this opportunity. Look, I'm gonna spin with or without your slices, so let's go already. Here's a tip from me to you. You can tap a slot more than once to add a multiplier. Who knew? Here's a tip from Wheel to Meeple. You can tap a slot more than once to add a multiplier. Isn't that a pleasant surprise? Here's a hot tip. You can tap a slot more than once to add a multiplier. Give it a shot if you're feeling frisky. Your journey brought you here, where you'll stick magical slices in my face. You've got slices, I've got slice-shaped holes. Go ahead, pick a slot that speaks to you. Choose carefully, is what a concerned person might say. Make some risky decisions. Go on, I dare ya. Oh, I can't wait to see where you go. I hope you clump up together with your slices. Pick a perfect place to put them. That's what I would do. I'm eager to spin. Let's get those slices down. Pick slots on my face to place your slices. Choose the slots on my face to socket your slices. Select the slots on my super big face to place your slices. The slot with the 2 and the X? That one's worth double. The last spin really amps things up. The last spin really raises the stakes. It's time for the last spin! God, where does the time go? We have time for just one more spin. Let's finish strong with one last spin. Can you believe it's the last spin already? Those other spins meant nothing to me. Last spin! Let's not hold back on this last spin. Surprising, I know. What a surprise. Imagine that. Okay, you get points to help you win the game. Hey, some points! Who could say no to that? This slice gives you points. That's fun. All right, some points to line your pockets with. A slice that gives you points? Who comes up with this stuff? You split the pot with everyone on a slice next to this one. You split the pot with anyone on a slice next to this one. Hurry up there. I can't swap without your input. And let's go. There won't be any point swap if you can't decide. Time's almost up. I need your decision. Slice owner, get your booty over here. Slice owner, where are you? Oh, slice owner. Where's my slice owner at? You landed on the power slice. You spun me and I stopped on the power slice. It's the power slice. Oh, wow, it's the power slice. You can make more of your slices or just cover up other people's stuff. Will you make more of your slices or cover up other people's stuff? There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this, so choose wisely. This is a slice for the strategic players. I just hope that's you. Duplication time is ending. I need a decision. Quick, hurry up with the choosing. I can't wait all day. You're running out of time to duplicate. Hurry up. I can't duplicate without you choosing a slice first. Choose any 2 players to make them swap points. Choose 2 other players and watch them swap points. You're gonna take turns spinning me. You're gonna take turns spinning me. Hurry up. I don't want to spin without you. I can't hold this spin much longer. You still there? I need a big spin, you know? The time to spin me is running out. Well, if you don't spin me, I'll just rotate on my own. What if you used your device to spin me? That'd be a fun thing to happen. Oh, really? Not choosing wasn't very fun of you. Let's move on. No, you didn't choose and wasted a good power slice. Moving on. I can't believe you didn't choose. Maybe next time. Aw, you couldn't decide? Maybe next time. No decision? What a waste of a perfectly good power slice. I can't believe you didn't choose! Ugh, let's move on. Ooh, tough break, little meeple. At least everyone else is happy, right? Sorry you had to pay out like that, little one. Oh, what a shame for only you and no one else. And since that's no one, the points are all yours. And since there's no one else, you get all the points. But there's no one nearby, so you get all the points. Which means it is time for the last spin of the round. Which can only mean it's time for the last spin of the round. So it's time for one last high-stakes spin. And so we've come to this one last spin of the round. Whew, all that spinning filled up my spin meter. Your spins have filled up my spin meter. That spin meter above me is filled now. It's time for a crazy point swing, and I'm excited. Who has a swappable score? You tell me. It's like Freaky Friday, but it's with points instead of learning important life lessons. Who needs to swap? The choice is yours. Skull slices are bad for you. Oh no, skull slices do bad things. Why'd you land on a skull slice? They're bad. You and everyone touching this slice is a winner. You and your neighbors split the pot. How sweet. How about points for you and the slice adjacent? I see happy meeples coming after this spin. You and the slice neighbors all gonna get a piece of pie. You and the slice neighbors share the pot. You and the slice neighbors each get a share of the pot. I'm being overtaken by skull slices. What a dilemma. Ugh, these skull slices are all over me now. There was a movie in 2000 called Skulls that had nothing to do with the skulls on my face. It's Skull City over here. Choose any slice and it'll duplicate atop the slices next to it. Choose a slice and watch it duplicate on top of the slices next to it. Choose any slice to make it duplicate on top of nearby slices. Okay, let's make a few more slices. I read you loud and clear. Let's see how brainy your choice was. All right, if that's the slice you want, here comes some duplicated slices. And I'm excited, because you're going first. And the spinning process begins with you. And who would have guessed? You spin first. And I've decided that you will go first. Oh, no! Aw, that's a bummer, right? Ow, you deserve better. Aw, little meeples, no! Not like that. Aw, I don't believe it. Aw, that's no fun. Aw, I hate when that happens. No one else is around. Aren't you lucky? No other players to share with. What a lucky meeple. Nobody to share with? What a fun day for you. Selfishly splitting the pot with no one. I love it. A swap there shall be. A decision has been made. And so it is decided. Whatever you say, little one. Well chosen, my little friend. What did I tell you? It's like a Cinderella midnight thing with these slices. You couldn't decide? Well, now I have to move on. But why? Okay, forget the slice surplus. Let's just continue the game. How very indecisive of you. Let's move forward, shall we? Time's running out. Your decision has to be unanimous. Hurry up! If you can't decide on the same person, then so be it. Your voting time is almost done. Let's see what you all picked. Let's see if anyone caught you. So, where did everyone choose? Let's see those decisions. Spin as many times as you can. I have points for everyone. Spin me again and again. I have points to give. Spin me over and over. I bear the gift of points. Spin me as many times as you can. I'm flush with points. Spin me as many times as you can. I'm bursting with points. Oh, you didn't pick a slice. You know what? I'm gonna give everyone else the pot. Oh, you're welcome. You didn't even pick a slice. Everyone else will be rewarded for your indecisiveness. Why didn't you pick? Now I have to give everyone else the points. The points you take are fixed, so everyone there will chip in equally. The points you steal are fixed, so anyone there will chip in equally. Okay, I can compose myself. Let's move on. Wow, that was just a lot. Let's pretend that never happened. Okay then, let's just continue at a more mild pace. Oh, come on. This is a good chance to target someone specific like. Hurry, okay? You don't want to waste this opportunity. You're running low on seconds to steal. You're gonna pick a slice, and so will everyone else. You and the others are gonna pick a slice. You're gonna pick a slice, as will the others. Well, you found a slice all to yourself. Enjoy the pot. You win the challenge! The others couldn't handle your heat. You found a slice all your own. The pot is yours now. You win the challenge! Everyone else is jealous, I could tell. What a dastardly move, stealing all those points. It's almost like those points were meant to be stolen. Ah, you really stole those points good. You stole those points with all the stealth of a cat burglar. Meow. Those points are all yours now, like the end of Oceans 11 through 13. Looks like a decision has been made. Sorry, Slice Owner. They chose someone else. Oh, they must really not like you, Slice Owner. Everyone else says they prefer this other meeple. And so it is. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. Cowabunga, like a turtle. I'm so pleased. Hey! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that is fun. What a good thing for you. What do you know about that? How about that? Pick a slice and you'll steal points from anyone who's on it. Pick a slice and you'll steal points from everyone there. I can't stand that you didn't steal. What is this world coming to? You forgot to steal? Oh, why do we even bother? You didn't choose and I'm very disappointed. Let's continue. I like that. Rotation! I'm a wheel! Roar! Ho-ho! Look at me! Yes! Of course! You win the pot because the others couldn't find common ground. You win the pot because of some disagreeable meeples. The others couldn't coalesce. That means you get the good stuff. Well, okay. All right, not bad. Well, that's something. Okay, why not? There you go. Hey, that's something. All right, yeah. Come on, what are you plotting over there? Pick already. There's not much time left to coordinate. Time's almost up on this challenge. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. Ooh. No. Oh, I can't even. Oh, boy. You know what this means. Hey, they got you. You know what? I'm gonna give them the pot instead. You got caught? I think they should split the pot instead. They found you. And just like that, I've decided to give them the pot instead. Whew, it's like I'm on a sugar rush or something. Oh, I feel limber like a lynx or some other mountain-dwelling cat. The energy of that slice is coursing through me with vigor. Oh, I'm all jacked up on this power slice. Oh, baby. What did you put in that power slice? I'm full of energy now. You can also tap real fast, if that's more your thing. It's double the pot, so spread the wealth. Multiple winners? You get to split the pot. That's fun for everyone. It's a pot share. It's fun to share points. What a good thing for all of you. How about that? Look at that. The pot is double for you, the gutsy meeple. You get double points. Everyone else is all, why didn't I think of that? You get double points. What a treat. One glorious meeple is getting double the points. Double the points. You made the right call picking this slice. How about that? Double points for my brave little pilgrim. You can also tap real fast if that's more your thing. It's a pot split! Swipe the wheel on your device to spin. How about some answers, baby? Your teacher in the first grade was mean to you, but you never let it slow you down. You're not as crafty as the others, but you make up for it with fierce determination. You don't always let others in, but I see you. You're not that great at spelling, but it's an overrated skill, I think. So many glowing meeples. I wish you all could win. Any one of you glowers can win now. How's that for drama? Only one of you pilgrims can win. What kind of cruel game is this? Any one of you glowing meeples can win now. Oh, I bet it's gonna be you on the left. Let me show you something. How about a score update? Let's do a quick recap. Oh, that's right. It's the scoreboard. Look at that. It's the scoreboard. All this time I was hiding the scoreboard. Oh, looks like I can double as a scoreboard. Isn't that unusual? One round in and I'm already sweating. Don't worry, other meeples. I have faith in you. Your burning question is as good as answered. Keep this up and the answer will be yours. There's more to come, so keep it up. You remind me of Lenny Kravitz, who's probably also very good at this game. This is looking like anyone's game. Your scores are close, like real close. What a tight race. I can't believe how close this one is. You're making the others look bad. You have to be kidding me with that score. Hey, save some points for the rest of us, am I right? You're looking real good with the score. That's the kind of score you want to flaunt. Who's gonna stop you with a score like that? Okay, we've looked at my backside long enough. Let's keep it moving. Okay, that's more than enough scoreboard. Let's roll out. What are we gonna do? Admire your performance all day? Let's keep moving. I swear I could just look at your scores all day. Personally, I'm rooting for you. Personally, I'm rooting for you. Secretly, I'm pulling for you. All right, I'm just gonna say it. I'm cheering for you. One of you is on the verge of winning. Oh, I can't stand it. You might have this one in the bag, but will you hold on? You're ready to win this one. Keep fighting, tiny traveler. Is this our future winner? Time will tell. I have the uncontrollable urge to flip over. Oof, I have the uncontrollable urge to flip over. What's on my back? Let me spin on a different axis. What do I have behind me? Wonderful. The great wheel awaits you now. And with that, the wheel of enormous proportions awaits. Very well. The great wheel invites you to the mountaintop. Excellent. The wheel of enormous proportions will see you now. Let's start this game off right with 2 beautiful slices. The game just started and you get 2 slices. We begin with your 2 complimentary slices. The game begins! And you happen upon 2 slices. Will you ask the same question or submit a new one? Will you ask the same question or submit a new one? Oh, you already know how to play. Well, let's just get to it then. Wait, you know how to play? Well, why are we wasting time then? Let's roll. Looks like you experts don't need a tutorial. Game time! Oh, skipping the tutorial, huh? I guess you already know about all the microtransactions. Too late. I've already charged your credit card. Now, let's play. Greetings once again, Truth Seekers. Greetings once again, Truth Seekers. Welcome back, returning players. It is good to see you on your return pilgrimage. Your pilgrimage brings you to the Great Wheel once again. Your thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. Welcome back to the mountain, Truth Seekers. Oh, look who's back. Hungry for more answers? Me too. Let's play. My second favorite set of meeples want to go again? I'm game. Returning so soon? It's almost like you all have questions, but I only answer one of them. Game on! Another round for you pilgrims? Sure, why not? You're back again? Oh, were you that group that wanted to know if they should switch their dog to a different brand of dog food? Oh, never mind. Let's go. You're back, and you have more questions? That's good, because I do too. Here we go. Back again? Oh, maybe you were lured by the smell of my freshly baked cookies. It's an old marketing tactic. Game time! Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Things just don't feel right when you're not spinning me. Cool. You all know the deal by now, so good luck up there, okay? Sweet. Good questions. And best of luck with the spinning, all right? Oh, wow. There was a group in here that asked the exact same questions, and they all got eaten by mountain lions. The pot is divided, but doubled. Swell. Twice the pot, but divided by many. You share twice the pot. How cooperative. But if I land on a skull, the game continues. But land on one of the skulls, and we still have a game to play. But if you land on one of the skulls, we're not done yet. It's not over yet, meeples. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not through yet, little ones. This game is going long. No winners yet. You're gonna spin me, and if I land on you, you win. If you can spin and land on one of your slices, then you win. This is it. The final spin. One last spin will decide it all. One final spin will determine our winner. Get over here, you. Come on down. Come to my side, little one. Come to me. The spin is yours. You're gonna spin me, and the player I land on wins. You're gonna spin me, and whoever I land on wins the game. Use the keypad on your device to enter a number, and then tap submit. You'll answer this one numerically. You need to answer this question with a number. You need to answer this question numerically. You're gonna pair things off based on this prompt. And since you also have the top score, hey, and you also have the top score. This one's all about speed. This one rewards quick tapping and fast thinking. This question favors fast fingers. Cool. Y'all know the deal by now, so good luck up there, okay? Let's see how many you get this time. I want to see you get them all this time. This one should be up your alley. Every answer here is totally gettable. You'll be typing answers for this one. You're gonna type answers for this one. You'll be typing your answers for this one. Try to name them all before time runs out. They're also entirely subjective, so just guess until time runs out. They're also based on my personal opinions, so just guess until time runs out. The fastest times are worth more. You're gonna need some clues, right? You'll need a few clues, so... And then the clues. You can start guessing now. Start guessing. Guess on your device. I wonder if you'll know this one. This one ought to stump you. Okay, I got one for you. Here comes a guessable question. Choose 2 other players to make them swap points. Choose a friend, choose an enemy. You just can't choose yourself, all right? Typing time is running out. Get those final answers in quick. We are almost pencils down here. I need those answers in. Type quick. Try to sneak one more answer in. How many answers can you get on this question? How many answers will you get on this one? Start tapping like a group of determined woodpeckers. Tap the answers that fit and totally ghost the ones that don't. The answers that fit are calling to you. They're saying, tap me, I'm correct. Tap the answers that fit the prompt. Makes sense to me. Sometimes I imagine myself growing hands with fingers on them, so I can tap the correct answers just like you. What if you tapped all the answers that fit the prompt? I bet it'd feel pretty good. Oh, this was bound to come up. This is one of my favorite topics. Here's a tricky one. Here's one that is sure to delight. Albert Einstein whiffed this question, but I'm sure you won't. No more clues. Hurry up. I'm out of clues, so this is your last chance to answer. The clues are all dried up. You got an answer for me? That's it for the clues. Last chance to answer. I'm done with these clues. Do you know the answer? Yeah, that was my last clue and kind of a giveaway. Come on. Woohoo! Can you believe you just did that? That's one way to close out a round. That'll do. And we're done here. Okay. And that's time. Hey, I want to see you with the higher score this time. Maybe this one is more your speed. Ooh, here's one that should put you in the zone. Choosing between 2 for this should be easy. You're gonna get 100 this time, I'm sure of it. Tap real quick, okay? How high will your score be this time? You're gonna knock this one out of the park. Do these answers ring a bell? These juicy answers make me smile. Let the correct answers be known. Answering correctly would have looked like this. There's only time for 1, maybe 2 matches. The time to match column A to column B is ending. Your score should break double digits. One of the 2 answers is always right. That's the very nature of multiple choice. Get a wrong answer, and I'm gonna freeze your device for a few seconds. If you get frozen, take a deep breath and get back in there. This is gonna be one competitive round. It's time to beat your personal best. I believe in you. How about a bigger score than last time? Would that be wrong? Your score can only go up. Keep the pace, little ones. Oh, how about that? Well, that all checks out. There they all are. Looking good. Such a harmonious set of answers. That all looks right to me. I'm curious, what did you say? How did you compare? Oh, that's exactly what you said, right? Does everything line up? Show your numbers. What did you punch in? You entered, so your answers were? How did you answer? Get over here, slice owner. Numerical answers only, all right? Let's really zero in on this one. I know I can count on you to answer this one. You're gonna be real close this time. How close will you get to this one? Here's one just about everyone should know. This one really means something to me. Let's open our hearts to this one. I want a number from you on this one. Your tapping finger only has time to tap a few more. The clock is winding down on this timed affair. Only a few more TikToks and we're done here. We're almost out of time. I need your number now. I need that number. Please provide one before time's up. There are almost 0 seconds left. Answer quick. Hurry, little one. I'm waiting on you. Submit a number, now or never. I need your numerical answer. Let's go. But I wanted. And the correct answer? But what was the correct answer? Does your answer match this? Is your answer this? Interesting. As interesting as the correct answer. But the number you should have given is a power slice. Power slice! That would be the power slice. Oh, you won the pot, but you also get something extra. You won the pot, but you also get something extra. You won the pot! But wait, there's more! You won the pot, but now you get to do something special. It's nearly curtains over here. Tap quick. The finish line is close now. Hurry! You have time for just a few more. It's gonna be close. You could still edge this one out. I want to see everything match. Go! Go ahead. You're gonna match so good. Match away. I know you can do this. Go on. I promise you, everything has a match. Go be a matchmaker. These answers have a beautiful future together. Pair them off. These answers belong together. Try to match all of these. I'm sure you can match all of these. How many matches will you get to this one? Matching this one is going to be fun. Let's see how you match these. Here's a matching question I know you'll appreciate. Oh, I've got the perfect matching question for you. It's like this question was written just for you. Let's see you guess this one. This is one you might struggle to guess. I hope you can guess this one. Bing! Let's see the matching pairs. Bing! And what exactly matched what? All right. And each pair looked like? So, what matched what? Done. And the answers that matched are? Finito. Now let's see what matched. Hey, dial in a good number, will ya? Choose a number that makes you feel warm and special. Submit an answer that gets real close. Put that keypad to good use, okay? You don't need a perfect answer, you just need the best answer. How close can you get? That's what I'd like to know. You want to be so close that the right answer says, hey, give me some personal space, but you refuse to do so. And I'll follow up with some clues. Some clues might help. How about some clues? Time! And what were the correct answers? Okay, now here's what we were looking for. That's all. But what was yes and what was no? All right, prepare yourself for the truth. Good job! Provided you answered like this. Tap as many correct answers as you can before time runs out. It's like I always say, you can't start a game without 2 slices. What kind of host would I be if I didn't start you with 2 slices? Welcome back, the wheel said, with 2 slices for you. It's a good time to play and a great time to receive 2 slices. You're thinking, where are my 2 slices? They're here, settle down. I'd like to welcome you with the gift of 2 slices. 2 slices? Get your 2 slices here! Aw, nobody got that? I'm underwhelmed. Aw, no one got it? Even with all those clues? Ugh, everyone spaced on this one? Not great. Let's get real introspective regarding your scores. I think we should get hypercritical about your point totals. Let's put you and your scores on blast. I'd like to cross-examine your scores now. So let's get you some more points, okay? So why don't we, scrape up some more points, alright? So let's keep this thing moving. So let's earn some by doing a little trivia. So we're gonna earn some by doing trivia. You have the chance to win points with these 2 slices. You have the chance to win points thanks to these 2 slices. But your odds are better when you have more. And so, I shall answer your most meaningful question. As promised, I will now answer the question that you've always struggled with. And so, your most pressing question will now be answered. And now, you've spent your entire life seeking an answer to this question. And so, it is finally time to answer your most personal question. And with that, I now provide an answer to your most soul-searching question. And so, I will now provide a life-changing answer to your great question! I know that you're nervous, but spin anyways, okay? We're all on pins and needles, just give me a spin. We're all waiting patiently, so spin! There you have it! And so your life was forever changed. And so it was. The answer shines bright, like a ray of hope. Ah, the truth! It shimmers in the sky like the sun! Could it be any more obvious? The answer is crystal clear. Remember this day, the day of true enlightenment. This is a truly awe-inspiring result. Hold this answer near and dear, little one. Let it be known, the world is forever changed! Shout it from the mountaintop! Life's greatest mystery is now answered! Okay. And here we go, starting right now. This could be a blowout. More players are able to win? Very exciting! And more meeples cross the point threshold. I see that more players are ready to win. More players can win now. Oh, this is gonna be good. More of you are breaking the point limit? Sweet. Wait, you broke the point limit too? Oh, this is getting interesting. The next spin that gives you points can win you the game. The next spin that gives you points can win you the game. If a spin gives you points just one more time, the game can be yours. You need just one more spin to go your way. Now just one more spin can win you the game. From now on, if a spin gives you points, you can win the game. You have all the points you need. Oh, you have all the points you need now. You now have all the required points. Your points meet the requirement. Uh-oh, knocked out of contention. Earn the points back, quick. Oh no, you don't have enough points to win again. Under the point limit again? Get this meeple some more points, stat! Okay, you lost some crucial points and you need more. No big deal, you got this. Oh boy, you lost enough points to take you out of the running. Earn more, quick! Taken down a peg. Taken down a peg. Don't get cocky, kid. You took a hit, but you'll be back. They're gunning for you now. Balancing the scores a bit. Some much-needed points. Some much-needed points. This'll get you going. It's time to make your move. Okay, this is where your comeback begins. You're on the board now. This meeple's ready to make a move. Here comes trouble. Extending the lead. Extending the lead. Stretching that lead. This one is in the bag? This meeple's on fire. Looking good out there. Well, aren't you killing it? Someone is flexing with that score. Do you want everyone next to a power slice to get points? Or do you want everyone next to a power slice to lose points? Aw, better luck next time, audience. Vote for the player you think will do the best. You won the pot, but it's also time for the audience to shine. And the most popular vote was... Nice guess, audience. You get a slice. Oh, and watch out for the audience. It's audience time! It's audience time! The audience is primed and ready. Let's hear from the masses. I need some input from our fun and feisty audience. Let's see what the audience has to say. Hey, audience, this is your time to shine. The audience will tell it like it is. That's right, you players can vote too. Maybe you players should talk out loud, try to swing the vote. Waiting on the last votes to come in. Oh no, oh, ooh, no. Oh, I can't even. Oh boy. You know what this means. Uh-oh. As for you in the audience, everyone vote on your device now. If the majority of you guess right, you'll earn a special slice of your own. And so it shall be. They have one slice this round to stir up trouble. They have 2 slices this round to stir up trouble. They have 3 slices this round to stir up trouble. They have 4 slices this round to stir up trouble. Oh, this is happening! Yeah! What? Get out of here! Bonanza! Try to guess all of my answers before time runs out. Waiting on the last votes to come in, and the most popular vote was... They have a slice this round to stir up trouble. They have 2 slices this round to stir up trouble. They have 3 slices this round to stir up trouble. They have 4 slices this round to stir up trouble. And so it shall be. Do you want everyone next to a power slice to get points? Or do you want everyone next to a power slice to lose points? Better luck next time, audience. Oh, and watch out for the audience. You won the pot, but it's also time for the audience to shine. If the majority of you guess right, you'll earn a special slice of your own. Vote for the player you think will do best. A slot with arrows will give you points if you're next to it. A slot with arrows will give you points if you're next to it. Do you want everyone next to a skull slice to get points, or everyone next to a skull slice to lose points? Do you want everyone next to a skull slice to get points, or everyone next to a skull slice to lose points? Everyone vote on your device, now. Nice guess, audience. You get a slice. But I wonder how many of you will cozy up to it. As for you in the audience, maybe you players should talk out loud and try to swing the vote. Yeah, that's right. The players can vote too. Do you want my spin meter to fill up, or do you want my spin meter to reset? Do you want my spin meter to fill up, or do you want my spin meter to reset? Well, looks like you experts don't want any tutorials, so let's get started. You may now ask the wheel any one question that torments your very soul. You have traveled to this sacred mountaintop. Should you be chosen, your longing for truth will be satisfied. Ooh, the audience was off the mark this time. Hey, the audience nets a slice. Hey, the audience nets a slice. I gotta reward your genius with 2 slices. Not 1, but 2 slices. A pair of sweet, sweet slices. These slices are pointy on one end, and they're yours. It's like an abundance of slices, 'cause there's 2. Twice the slices. 2 slices for being so smart. My father gave me these 2 slices, and now I'm giving them to you. Both of you did so good. Both of you did so good. You both did the same, and it makes me happy. A 2-way tie for you two. Look at you two. 2 tiny titans of trivia. You both deserve equal adulation. I'm seeing double with these duplicate scores. Your scores are the same. What a treat. Seeking answers from the all-knowing wheel of enormous proportions. But watch out. You split the points if you share a slot. But watch out, you split the points if you share a slot. Just be careful, you split the points if you share a slot. But know this, you split the points if you share a slot. You did the same, I gotta give you both a slice. You did the same, I gotta give you both a slice. A tie? I guess you both deserve 1 slice then. Look at this, I'm giving you both a slice. There's a slice for the 2 of you, 'cause you have the same score. You both did so good, I have a slice for each of you. It's a tie, so you both get one of my precious slices. You should probably pick a slice that your opponent is on. You should probably pick a slice that your opponent is on. Consider stealing points from your opponent, yeah? There's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this, so choose wisely. This is a slice for the strategic players. I just hope that's you. Hurry, okay? You don't want to waste this opportunity. You're running low on seconds to steal. 1 more question ought to do it. 1 more question ought to do it. So I'm only gonna ask you 1 question this round. This game is running longer than anticipated. Like they drive a food truck that only sells organic root vegetables or something? That'd be fun. And then we watch a reality show about their crazy hijinks. That would show both your parents how independent you are. Call me after the game, we'll talk. I'll get the ball rolling with some buzzwords. Ice cream! Hang gliding! Damn, I'm good. I'm watching you. Yeah, it's probably my imagination. What if these 2 started a business together? What if these 2 just quit the game altogether and decided to live off the land here on my mountaintop? That would be... I mean, sadly, there's no vegetation up here. And who could forget about the power slice? Oh, 1 sec. Vin Diesel's texting me. If I don't respond right away, he gets like... you know. Have you ever wondered why I ask you trivia questions instead of making you joust while riding tigers? Because I sure have.
Hey, what's with all the awesome clouds in this game?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm so glad someone appreciates all the crafty set pieces I set up for you weeks in advance.
Hey, Wheel, what are your hobbies?
Glad you asked. In my spare time, I like to squish people. I just kind of fall from the sky and land on them and they squish. It's fun. There's so many things to tap right now. I couldn't even find them on your device without scrolling. Oh, God. What the heck was I thinking? Sometimes I take a bubble bath in a volcano. It's great for the skin. You should try it sometime. Nobody talks about how great lamps are anymore. They make things bright. They turn on with the switch. What is not to love? It gets lonely on this mountain sometimes, but I'm just glad you're here. Buried in your phones, totally ignoring me. Remember when they first invented paper? Man, that was a big day. Remember when they built the first pyramid? I told Egypt it was a bit much, but what do I know about being big and ostentatious? Oh gosh, sorry, I thought I was on mute. That is embarrassing. All this tapping reminds me how much I love to tap dance, but it makes me sad because I'll never do it myself. Don't think about that, just keep tapping. Quickly choosing between 2 things? What kind of sadist would make you do that? As each player struggles to choose between 2 things, we can all agree, at least you're not doing math. Hey, tip your bartenders. If you can't decide which one to pick, go with the one with more letters. That works like 50% of the time. I know you're busy right now, but I just want to remind everyone how neat dolphins are. They're always smiling. When you tap the right answer and it makes that little ding sound, that's actually me making that noise. I have a little device next to me that I press and it goes ding. Super nifty. Oh, Meeple, what happened to you? You've got a lot of ground to make up. Hey, it's possible to come back from the dead. It's extremely rare, but yeah, I've seen it happen. My friend, I have 2 words for you. Try and harder. What can I say to you but thanks for joining us. Hey, buddy, you doing okay? I'm expecting a Cinderella story from you, in a friends with a lot of rats sort of way. The slices shall be distributed as follows. Another round? That's a lot of spinning and not a lot of winning. Another round? That's a lot of spinning and not a lot of winning. You look like little Lucky Charms marshmallows. Has anyone ever told you that? You know, I just noticed something that we have in common. Neither one of us have feet. Isn't that fun? Careful of the hundreds of cliffs around here. I know you all are particularly squishy. So I wasn't going to say anything, but, what's with the fingers? Can I have one, or... Oh, there used to be a lot of Yetis that lived on this mountain. They just find things smaller than them and beat them up for no reason at all. Oh, Yetis. What are you going to do? Some Canadians just told me I look like one of their toonies. Ugh, Canadians. Every time I give you 2 slices, someone in the world is sent back in time. I'm talking about the Cretaceous period over here. I'm writing a screenplay about a guy who can't stop giving people 2 slices. It's called, Shut Up, Here's Some Slices! What do you think? Can you believe I used to just answer people's questions for money? That's pretty silly. This Q&A thing makes a lot more sense. If you think this is hard, you should have played 100 years ago. I used to spit large fruit at you while you sing. Ha! Yeah, not a fan favorite. Tons of things go together. Me and intelligence, me and stupendousness, me and beauteousness. If you can't match anything up, remember, you can always just be wrong. God, matching things sure is hard. I can't even remember who asked me what at the beginning of the game. You wanted to know something about aardvarks, right? When I finally retire, I think I'll turn myself into a crab and live under the sea. I'm all about that crustacean life. It is heartwarming how many things in this world match. Other dimensions don't have anything that match. So there's a specific combination where if you try to match it, you explode! Try to figure out which one it is. The slot with arrows, it gives you points if you're next to it. The slot with arrows gives points to you if you're next to it. That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. So many freaking points! What a huge payout! You hit the jackpot! That's a big number over your head. How many points did I just give you? So many points from just one spin! If you all crowd around it, the pot will be spread thin. But if too many take part, the prize will be spread thin. Slowing down. Oh. I'm slowly reducing in speed. Will I get there? I'm not dizzy, I promise you. I'm almost stopped. Now. Oh, I don't. This is gonna be good. I just know it. Oh boy, this could be. Gradually slowing down, and the mystery of where I land is about to... Here it comes, and... You heard me! Even you players can weigh in! That means even you players can vote! Democracy! Oh, everyone means players can vote too. If the majority of you pick the best player, you'll earn a special slice of your own. If the majority of you choose the best player, you'll earn a special slice of your own. This game is going long. Do you want players next to a power slice to get points or lose points? Do you want players who are next to a power slice to get points or lose points? Vote for the player that you think will do the best. Yeah, the audience picks up a slice. Nom nom, the audience wins a slice. Well, that's a fine slice earning choice there, audience. Audience, you get a slice for that. Smooth pick, audience. Time for a slice. The audience picked a winner! Slice time. And hey, if you're in the audience, and what about you in the audience? Do you want players next to a skull slice to get points or lose points? Do you want players who are next to a skull slice to get points or lose points? We're still going? How is that possible? This game is running so long, my spokes are rusting. Holding out for just a few more votes. Voting time is just about... Waiting for any late votes? Swing and a miss, audience. You'll choose better next time, audience. And what did you decide? Let's see where the votes landed. Ooh, I can't wait to see what you all said. I want to know what you picked. Let's see what you said. Talk out loud. See if you can all agree on something together. Now's the time to talk out loud and beg the audience to vote in your favor. Try to convince the audience to vote with you. They are fickle, but I know how persuasive you can be. One of these two things is better for you. Am I right? It's time to campaign out loud. Convince people to vote in your best interest, you know? Talk out loud and make your case. I know one of these options is better for you in the long run, so there will be only one question this round. So I'm asking you one question this round, and that's it. Everyone gets to vote now. Everyone can vote on their device. Tough break, audience. Oh, the audience backed the wrong horse. The audience chose poorly. Nice try, audience. The audience didn't see that coming. I don't know what the audience was thinking. One more question should be enough. One more round should do the trick. You won that pot, but now it's time for the audience to chime in. You won the pot, but now the audience is gonna go ham. You won the pot, but let's see what the audience does. And who could forget about the power slice? And then there's the power slice. And we must not neglect the power slice. And we're not going anywhere till I hand out the power slice. You want power slices or more skull slices? Do you want to add more power slices or more skull slices? Audience, you chose the right player. Have a slice. The audience voted so good. Here's a slice. Do you want my spin meter to be full or reset? Do you want the spin meter to fill up or do you want me to reset it? On to the aftermath. The mob has spoken. That's totally what I wanted too. That's such a good decision. Outcome time. This audience knows what's up. Whatever you say. I'm gonna deal out slices like this. I'm thinking slices go out like this. Your opponent gets some points and you're paying. Your opponent gets some points and they come from you. Yeah, your opponent gets some of your hard-earned points. The faster meeple wins more. The faster meeple wins more. The faster time is worth more. Everyone else gets points and you're paying. Everyone else gets points, but they come from you. Everyone else gets to share some of your hard-earned points. And since your opponent isn't on one of those slices, you get all the points. And since your opponent is not on a slice next to this one, the points are all yours. You split the pot based on the slices next to this one. How about points for you and the slice adjacent? I see happy meeples coming after this spin. You're gonna share this pot. You and your opponent get to split the pot. You both get a cut. 2 players sharing points. How sweet. You both get some points this time. With those points, you now qualify to spin the winner wheel. With those points, you now qualify to spin the winner wheel. With those points, you get to spin the winner wheel. With that point total, you can finally spin the winner wheel. With those points, you now have a chance to spin the winner wheel. You have so many points. You are everything your family and friends want you to be. Whoa, look who's dominating. I did not expect that. You have more points than a spiky porcupine. Zing! Look at this power player. You have more points than a well-formed argument. You got more points than a truck full of sharpened pencils. Am I right? From me to you. This slice is yours. This calls for a slice. A slice it is. Easy, easy, I get it. You know what you're doing. Let's play. Yeah, I was kind of waiting to be interrupted. Let's get to it. Oh, you got this. Well, never mind. No one likes a wheel splainer. Oh, no problem. When we get to the hand-to-hand combat round, you can just wing it. Good luck. You want to skip my tutorial? Gosh, I feel a little like a turtle being carried off by a hawk right now. It's a metaphor! Yeah, shut up, me. Let's get to the game. Tutorial's not your thing. Fair enough. Let's go. So, you already know how it goes. Enough of my yapping. I'd like to see the slice owner. Slice owner! I request the slice owner! I want my slice owner! Stand by me, slice owner! Like they publish books that teach young children about metallurgy? We need more blacksmiths, right? And then we, invest, but a month later we find out it's a pyramid scheme? Cool! Generosity, thy name is wheel. Don't worry, I've got plenty. Giving is so on my dating profile. This wheel's got deep pockets. Hold them tight, they're very precious. Another pair of savory slices. A couple slices to get things going. 2 splendid slices for my crew. A couple slices for my meeple crew. It's a slice party, and you're invited. We have ourselves a game. Better luck next time, Spinner. Never say die, meeples! And the game continues! There's more game to play yet. It ain't curtains yet. You others still have a shot. This last question is where the power slice is hiding. Question 3 and power slices are totally a thing. A third question swoops in with the promise of a power slice. Question 3 is when the power slice comes out to play. Let's finish this set strong and get you that power slice. Question 3? Oh, that's right, the power slice question. Are you stunned by my glorious, enormous presence? Don't insult your host, just say yes. When your ancient forebears invented the wheel, could they have dreamed of something so big, shiny, and full of face? Never! Oh, I see you looking at my spokes. Yes, they are magnificent. Behold my majestic circumference. Witness my deific diameter. Look at my spinny bits. I have lived forever, but I haven't always been a wheel. In the Dark Ages, I was really into quadrilaterals. Greetings. Oh, there's no need to bow. Get up. Protect your knees. They're the body's most precious joints. I know I look like a really big wheel, but actually, you guys are just extremely small. Bask in my majesty, for I am the big, beautiful wheel of legend. Hello, gaze upon my wheelie goodness and tremble with joy, little humans. Hello, I'm an enormous talking wheel. You're all tiny little humans. That's a rock that looks like a crab. Describing things is fun. It's me, an absolutely enormous wheel. What I lack in corners, I make up for in wisdom. What are we thinking? Same question or something different? No judgment here. Gonna stick with the same question, or do you have something juicier in mind? What penetrating question will you ask me this time? The same one, or, something fresh? You got a new question for me? I just love that new question smell. Are you pondering the same thing, or do you got a new spicy-flavored question for me? You can submit the same question as last time, or try your luck with a new one, whatever floats your goat. I must break you, is what Ivan Drago from Rocky IV would say about this tie. Technically, it's a tie, but only one of you had your heart in it. Completely random is how we break ties on this mountain. I love Thai food, I hate Thai scores. A tie? What? No. Who has their browser open and doesn't want tutorials? You, that's who. Let's play. Guess we don't need to worry about those pesky tutorials. Let's begin. No tutorial? Fine by me. I do enough talking as is. Let's roll. The tutorial you're skipping was an elaborate musical number. You're missing out. Game time. Don't need the tutorial? Oh, great. I had forgotten the rules myself. Much like me when I tried to assemble my air fryer, no one needs a tutorial here. Time to play. Yeah, I see somebody got cocky and decided to skip the tutorials. We'll see how that works out for you. No tutorials? But how will you know when to turn on each other? Let the games begin! Looks like it's no tutorials today for the Too Cool for Tutorials crew. Game time! Meeple, what happened to you? You've got a lot of ground to make up. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll take you out for ice cream afterwards. How does that sound? Last time I saw someone do this poorly was... I've existed since the beginning of time, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone do this badly. Chin up! I'm sure you're good at other things, like basket weaving or carpentry. Look at it this way. When it comes to not getting points, you are winning by a landslide! You only need a few more points to do better than Bob Saget, who also had a tough run playing this game. It was ugly. Another one! Take another. One just isn't enough. An extra slice it is. Scoot your little boots up here. Step into my parlor. Step into my office. You're not in trouble. Come up to my room. Mom says we could play Dance Dance Revolution. Time to ascend. Watch out for the hawks up there. They will wreck you. Door down, players up. Let's make a deal. I'll answer your big questions if you answer my little ones. You'll get points on the back end, but I'll retain all movie rights. Sound good? I can't shake hands, so just throw something at my face if you agree. I can't say I'm surprised you're back. I do see the future, so it was kind of predictable. Did you miss me? No need to answer, it's pretty obvious. My friends are back! Oh, that's great, because one of you left your charger here last time. This time, I'm gonna ask you the meaning of life. I'm just kidding, I already know it. My friends are back! Did you have a great summer like I wrote in your yearbook? You returned, just like my letters to George Clooney. Why won't you read them, George? Welcome, friends. Welcome back to my magical chocolate factory. Wow, did I really just say that? Okay, let's go. The wheel of enormous proportions? More like the wheel of enduring friendships. Welcome back. Either you guys want to play again, or you just can't figure out how to get off this mountain. Either way, I'm happy. Oh, time to party. And by party, I mean show off how much arcane knowledge we all know. Back for more? Or is it just that you can't get the key to the mountaintop bathroom without playing? I feel so honored that you want to spend time with me, especially when you're all having such good hair days. There's only two things I can't do. Administer medicine to a cat and say no to another game with you. Being around you folks makes me feel all warm and crispy inside, like a hot loaf of garlic bread. Oh boy, the spin is about to... Yes. Oh wait, is it... I'm reducing the speed. I'm slowly slowing down. The anticipation of where I land is killing me. Where will I stop? Even I don't know. It's a spin we'll never forget. I'm decelerating, and very soon I'm about to stop, and This is gonna be the spin to tell your grandkids about. I'm revolving! Hey, what if these two started a business together? Woo, quite a hike to get up here, huh? Now that you got your cardio in. People say living on top of a mountain is inconvenient, and it is. Slice time! Welcome to the mountaintop, giant snake free since 1673. Would it be weird if I had a set of bushes trimmed in your likeness, asking for a friend? I see you made it up the mountain. That means my bear traps are poorly hidden. Oh, I'm so happy you made it up the mountain. I used to host a game from the Labyrinth of Pain and Despair. This is going much better. What a crazy coincidence. You made it up my mountain alive, and I stopped tossing bricks at people who climb my mountain. It is the Power Slice! Power Slice! You're miles in the sky, searching for answers that permeate your soul. But first you gotta play some trivia. There's always a catch, right? Most people search inward to find their truth within, but you're gonna find your truth by answering my trivia questions. That's wild! You play my trivia game, and I give you the answers to life, the universe, and everything? Sounds like a good deal if I say so myself. You wanted your question answered, but a gorgeous, ravishing wheel is talking about trivia? What in the what? You fell asleep in the dentist chair and now you're a trivia answering board game meeple? Oh ho ho, I promise it only gets weirder. You expected a buttoned up host, but boy oh boy does this wheel have some sass. You were on a quest for deep meaning, but now you're like, hey, who is this guy? What did I sign up for? Did you know that the player with the fewest matches dies? Nah, I'm just kidding. That's like a totally different game. Putting things together, like a very quick puzzle. It's like they say, every coffee has its mate, and every skater has its skate. And that's great. I've been taking a poetry class at night. It's going pretty well. I like to pretend you're making the matching answers hold hands, and then the answers get old together, and they feed breadcrumbs to ducks at the park. Look at my little yentas making their little matches. The two things you're pairing go together like wine and cheese, and if I randomly just gave you one of the matches, so be it. Now you all keep matching, and I'm gonna go see if my lizard eggs have hatched. What if these two started driving around in a van solving mysteries? I just think it'd be fun. Okay, go with me. What if these two started a country rock duo? Anyone else seeing this? What if these two had a staring contest? I think I know who'd win. I mean, I do know. I know everything. What if these two have a really elaborate dance routine choreographed and they're just waiting for the game to end to show it off? I can't wait to find out! What if these two rode around everywhere on a tandem bicycle? Huh? Just a thought. What if these two sang a little song? I'd love some impromptu entertainment. Where will you socket your slices? Some of these slice slots look pretty tempting, right? Where should your slices go? You tell me. I'm not your mother, but I can shapeshift into your mother, if there are any issues you want to work through. That wheel on your browser may look like me, but it's actually my little brother, the wheel of tappable interfaces. There's room on my face for all of your slices, I promise. Ooh, looks like a winner to me. You are looking good. You did the best. It's impressive. I see a winner. It's the most impressive meeple. Whoa! How can that be? Impossible. Really? No way. Ugh, why didn't I put a scoreboard on my back? Oh wait, I totally did. I'm like half an Oreo, except instead of a delicious cream side, I have your bland tasting scores. Let's look at the scores and rock out to this sort of Russian chiptune thing I got going on. Points don't really mean anything, but let's just see who has the most, for conversation. You guys want to see my sick tattoos? Just kidding, it's your 6 scores! Ow! There's 2 sides to every wheel, and one of them has your scores. Nobody believes you're gonna win, that's what they're saying behind your back. Except me! Oh, I want to keep you in my pocket, if I had pockets. Or pants. Wait, if I had pants, you'd be a shoo-in for my pocket. Someone has a secret crush on you, and I want to see it play out. We feel the same way about the movie Titanic, and it makes me feel closer to you. I read the question that you asked at the start of the game, and the answer is surprising. I've always dreamed of opening a little shop that sells gourmet cupcakes, and then using my laser vision to burn whole cities to the ground. One day. Hey, you guys like lounge music? I'm talking Rat Pack stuff, like Sinatra, Dino. When's that coming back? Of all the things that have been offered to me on my altar, nobody has ever sacrificed to me a tuna melt. And I'm starting to think it's on purpose. Hey, I know I'm the one with all the answers, but does someone want to explain to me why calzones and stromboli are 2 different things? Oh, sorry, I'll let you focus. Did you know that the plural of moose is moose? Another great decision from our friends in Canada. Ever wonder where I store all the slices I give you? All I could say is that the answer is very disturbing. Okay, let's continue. Everyone's doing just fine, and so am I, thank you for asking. Ideally, one of you would be doing really well or really terribly, so I could make a joke about it. Your score is a state of mind, and an accurate representation of your performance so far. Points! Points for everyone! Except for me, because, well, I'm beyond points. Don't these two look like they're keeping a secret? These two look like they have a secret, right? Spread the double wealth! That's what I always say! Double dippers! That's a new catchphrase I'm trying out. Equal shares of a doubled pot? Yes, please! 2 times the points, but spread thin. Double that pot for my peeps! Every round starts with 2 new slices. The round begins with a pair of slices. Don't worry, they're organic. Before the questions, I give out 2 slices. Before the trivia, I distribute slices. Every round comes with a pair of slices. When a round begins, I hand out slices. Every round of trivia comes with a cool 2 slices. Excellent! I love a curious bunch. I have placed your questions on a little shelf in a very windy part of my mountain. They'll be fine, shall we? Oh man, I've got a great answer for one of these. Hope you win. I'm not sure I'm legally allowed to answer one of these. Well, we'll see. There are no bad questions, only vague answers. Now, let's get it done. Great questions. Oh, you humans are just so smart with your brains and your words and your creepy little hands. These are some peculiar questions, but I am a peculiar wheel. I have collected the questions. They're in a pile here. You can't see them, but they're there. I'd like to introduce you to question 1. I'd like to start with question 1. How about you? It's the last spin of the round. I don't know about you, but I'm pumped for this last spin. Ooh, last spin. Let's finish on a high note. Just one last spin? I'm freaking out. There's only 1 spin left? I smell burnt toast. Wait, what's going on here? What's with the names? Who are all these people getting credit for my one-of-a-kind trivia/wheel spinning experience? You know, I was hoping someone would offer me a German chocolate cake sacrifice. I think I earned it. I mean, look, when I just phoned it in, I don't expect more than like a poppy seed muffin, but I put my heart into this one, okay? So it's just discouraging. Whoops. Well, I just caught a typo in the credits. Oh, God, that's embarrassing. Well, there's always the patch. You want to do it again? Come on, I'll say different stuff this time. You'll love it. Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! I'd like to personally thank my mentor, the Square of Infinite Knowledge, my best friends on the entire universe, the Hexagon of Tremendous Magnitude and the Polyhedron of Microscopic Scale, and of course my agents, Paul Kowalski, Rita Rubenstein, Sarah Spheroid McFadden. You guys are the real heroes. Thank you so much! Well, we're here at the end, and it went by so quickly, didn't it? I mean, that's just life, though. You know, you dive into it, you shoot for the big leagues, the real answers, you come up the mountaintop, and you've just barely arrived, and then, things get thrown at you left and right. Hard questions, softballs, things you've never even heard of, and suddenly, bam, bam, bop, it's all over. And the one thing you really learned, as smart as you are, as strong as you are, as hard as you work, it all comes down to luck, don't it? Luck, and then you're dead. Well, have a good one. Life is like a box of chocolates. Someone gives it to you, and you're like, well, I didn't ask for this. But then you have a few, and you're like, oh, that's pretty good. And then there's a bunch of trivia rounds, and you spin a wheel a couple times, someone wins, big, big, boom, everybody dies, no more chocolates. Isn't it crazy that when this started, you were all just a bunch of strangers spending Saturday detention together, and now you're best friends? Well, even though you're all so different. Like one of you is a jock, and one of you is mean to everyone else. Oh, life is so crazy. Anyway, have fun, folks. And don't you forget about me. Here's a little fun fact about me. One time I took a bath. So it was a big bath because I'm a big wheel, and I got stuck. And the bottom part of me rusted. But here's the thing. When it was over, I felt relaxed. So I get what they say, about baths. They're nice. Sometimes when people spin me just a little bit, I feel ticklish. But who's going to tickle me, I mean, you can't tickle a god. Yeah, anyway, what are you all doing after this? You gonna get, pizza or something? I can go for a Greek salad, but... Oh, shoot, I gotta move to a different spot or I'm gonna get towed. You know when you look up in the sky and there's a rainbow? That's because someone just received a beautiful answer on my mountaintop. Actually, the same is true of devastating hailstorms. I don't know why. Sometimes it's one and sometimes it's the other. Not to complain, but my gears definitely need lubricating. Someone, not gonna say who, spun me a bit aggressively and, I just felt a little something in there, Once you get past 5,000 years old, you notice these things. Well, I hope you enjoyed my divine wisdom experience. You may not know this, but I'm also a dope surfing instructor. So if you ever want to learn to hang 10 and be a cool surfer dude, I'm right here, yo. Well, I hope you enjoyed my divine wisdom experience. On your way down the mountain, you may see a small goblin with a goatee. That's Charles. Don't look him in the eyes. But also, you shouldn't look away either. You know what? Maybe it would just be safer if you stayed up here forever instead. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna hover in the background here and silently rank my favorite New York slam poets. You know, I was a big Mahogany L. Browne fan before it was cool. It's a split pot! You get to split the pot! It's fun to share points! You share the pot and my excitement! Multiple winners get to be happy! It's a pot share! The sequel to question 1, question 2. Question 2, incoming! Acquaint yourself with question 2. Imagine a second question. Let's call it question 2. Question 2? Don't mind if I do. Question 2 kind of sneaks up on you, right? Look at these freaking scores. These scores are out of control. You're making your parents proud with those scores. You did something special just now. You must be drinking brain juice with scores like that. Those scores are for the ages. How can you be smart like that? I see 2 wisdom warriors. Ooh, 2 of you little ones are on fire. Are you 2 for real right now? You 2 are a sight to behold. It's the gruesome twosome. Your scores are nasty. You 2 are making me take notice. 2 of you are something else. A meeple becomes a king. You did better than I thought possible. That score is hard to believe. Oh, your score makes me smile so wide it hurts a little. You're killing me with that score. Your score is sweeter than a watermelon. Oh, and then there's the audience. But what about the audience, right? You know, I used to wear hats, but every time I got spun, they would fly right off. They all ended up in that valley called the Valley of Hats. I just want to say, I love human beings. Through all the trials, you persevere. You're smart, delicious, and innovative. I admire you. Not what you expected, was it? What can I say? Life's unpredictable. Okay, I gotta know. Was it everything you hoped for? Nah, never mind. Let's not kill the mood. I have revealed the truth. Now get off my mountain. My shows are on. This is a big day for you, I can tell. Enjoy your wisdom. The wheel has spoken! The wheel has spoken! The wheel has spoken! I love this result! Hey! I like what I see. What a great spin! Ramalama ding dong! Oh yeah! Hello! Your friends are neck and neck. Oh, to have a friend. Or a neck. Whoa, those are some close scores. Spread out. You and your scores are so similar. There's nothing quite like the exhilarating possibility of a tie game. Why are your scores so similar? Have you been sharing answers, you little sneaks? This one is a close game, and here I was hoping for an uninteresting blowout. Some of you have more points than others. Hey, with incisive commentary like that, I could be a professional sportscaster. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will leave to get more snacks and never return? All remains to be seen. Round 1 is behind us, and already it feels like we're all a little older, a little wiser, a little, dare I say, more mature. Here are your scores. Now show me your backs. What secrets you got back there? Here are your scores. Also, I think I got a weird mole back there. Do you guys see anything? I'm having such deja vu. I swear you've been here before with these exact scores. And now, one of you will randomly turn into a duck and start knitting. Okay, it was probably a dream. When I say score, you say board. Score! Score! Okay, it's a bit cringy and I'll stop. I've gone ahead and stack ranked your scores because I like stacking things. Is that a crime? And nobody else likes to stack things? Come on! You're all so focused right now. Did you even notice that I'm wearing a funky mustache? Oh, forget it. Mustache is gone. You missed it. Like when I was trying to decide which of my triplet siblings to eat in the womb, it's either one or the other. Deciding is so difficult. Don't you just hate it when you have a difficult decision to make and someone's just jibber-jabbering in your ear? Oh my wheel, I hate that. If your scores get high enough, I send you a free pizza. How high does your score need to be? I'll never tell. Wait, what if whenever you get a high score, I make you grow an extra leg? Because I could totally make that happen if you're into it. Are you doing a Travolta, Nick Cage face swap thing, like in the movie Face Off? You can't fool me. I am an all-knowing wheel. I know when two people are in cahoots. I see sparks flying between the two of you. Sparks of hatred. I expected trouble from the others, but not you two. Yeah, I thought I saw some lemurs steal my bagel this morning, but now I'm thinking maybe it was you. You just doubled up. You hit the jackpot. 2 times the riches. Double that pot, that's what you get. And then there's you. And no, I didn't forget. Since you did the very best. And if you're on top, names and numbers, right? Good stuff. Okay, let's proceed. Do you think this is my best side? I don't even want to know. Let's move on. You're not doing well. Do you believe in the power of prayer? There is hope for you, little one. Yes, even you. And now you are enlightened. Oh, don't worry. It takes a few minutes to sink in. And not to get personal, but, I feel a bit naked without your slice on my face. Now that you're here, please gently adorn my face with your slice. Oh, I'm overdue for a makeover. Could you apply some Slice foundation? Be generous. It's a squeaker. Oh, I love saying squeaker. I can't stand the suspense of a game this close, but I'm already suspended. Look at these scores in a tight cluster. Such an easy target for Eagles to drop turds on. True story, I wanted to call this a dis or dat question, but apparently a game developer in Chicago has it trademarked. I inquired about it, they never got back to me. Chicagoans. That isn't even what pizza looks like! I don't see how these questions will serve you in life, but who am I to judge? Oh, well, don't mind me. I'm just an immortal deity who talks too much. Fine. I just find you adorable. You know, the heart wants what it wants. I, the wheel, have spoken! The wheel of enormous proportions has spoken! Let it be known! The wheel has spoken! Huzzah! The wheel has spoken! Let the people cry out, Hosanna! The wheel has spoken! You need at least 20,000 points to win. Tap an item in column A, then tap its match in column B. Tap an item in column A, then tap its match in column B. The leader of your group has decided that each of you shall be given an important question. Should you win the game, your unique question will be answered, and your life forever changed. We're gonna assign you to a new question now, and hopefully you win and get to learn something real important. We're gonna assign you to a new question now, and hopefully you win and get to learn something real important. Everyone gets a new question and a chance to win and share the answer. You all get a new question, and maybe this time you'll be the one to win and share the answer with the world. Enjoy your new question. If you win, you'll get to share the answer with strangers you pass on the street. Here, have a new question. It's all yours. And maybe you'll win this time and we can get to the bottom of it. A new game means a new question for each of you. If you win this time, you'll have an answer, and your old volleyball coach will be so proud of you. Here's a brand new question for you. Ooh, I want one of you to win the most so that I can reveal the shocking answer. Meet me on the mountaintop. Meet me on the mountaintop. Now get over here, you. Now get over here. If you do not submit a question, one will be provided for you. If you can't think of a question, a random one will be assigned to you. If you can't think of a question, don't worry. I'll grab one from my fan mail. If you can't come up with a good question, we'll get you something random. Better than nothing, right? There's no shame if you're drawing a blank here. I'll just cook up a random question for you. Please hurry. This opportunity is ending soon. Please hurry. This opportunity is ending soon. Hurry, please. Surely a deep question has brought you here today. Your time is nearly up. Enter your question and tap submit. Don't dawdle. Your time is almost up. It's a slice party, and you're invited. When a round begins, I hand out slices. Before the trivia, I distribute slices. The slices shall be distributed as follows. The slices shall be distributed as follows. I'm gonna deal out slices like this. I'm thinking slices go out like this. When a round begins, I hand out slices. Before the trivia, I distribute slices. And your life forever changed. Go on, choose a slice that has a lot of one-player slices running through it. Go on, choose a slice that has a lot of one-player slices running through it. Here we go! The player who just blindly put their slices next to each other totally had it coming. Let's see how cutthroat you are. A string of slices are yours to mess with. Do you want me to give points to the player with the most slices or the fewest slices? Do you want me to give points to the player with the most slices or the fewest slices? Do you want me to give points to the player with the most slices showing on my face or the fewest slices? Do you want me to give points to the player with the most slices on my face or the fewest slices on my face? Hurry up now. If you can't find a good set, you can always just pick a slice at random. Yeah, hurry up now. If you can't find a good set, you can always just pick a slice at random. Come on! The slices that were put next to each other are calling out to you. We don't need a bonus effect, cause you're spinning the winner wheel. We don't need a bonus effect, cause you're spinning the winner wheel. Let's skip the extra stuff. You're spinning the winner wheel. Forget about the other stuff. It's winner wheel time! Set the bonus aside, cause you've got a winner wheel to spin. Who needs the bonus? You're ready for the winner wheel. I don't even care what that slice was, cause you're spinning the winner wheel. Bonus effect be darned. You have a winner wheel to spin. Choose a slice. You will steal a set of linked slices that belong to another player. Choose a slice. You will steal a set of linked slices that belong to another player. Choose a slice. You'll steal a set of slices that are touching and belong to another player. Go on, other meeples. If you all vote for the same player, I'll give them the points instead. Vote now, little ones. If you can all vote for the same player, I'll give them the points instead. Now's your chance to vote. If you all pick the same player, I'll give them the points instead. I'm gonna give you the pot again, unless the others can unite around someone else. You're gonna win the pot again. Unless the others agree to give it to someone else, you're about to get the pot again. But the other meeples can agree on someone else. If you pick one that no one else does, you win the pot again. Pick one that no one else picks, and you win the pot again. If you pick a slice that no one else picks, then you win the pot again. Earn 20,000 points, and you'll be able to spin the winner wheel. To start things off, question 1 works for me. I'm in the mood for question 1. Is that question 1? Yeah, it is. We will start with question 1. Grinding to a halt. Oh. I like what you've done here. I'm a fan of your work, little one. You've made an excellent choice. There's a certain feng shui to your decision. I like it. Oh, what a fine slice decision. Very good. Ooh, I can't wait to see where you choose. There are no bad moves here. But if there was, I wouldn't tell you because I believe in fair play. Go ahead, choose any slice your heart desires. Will you take over a crowded slice, or maybe snatch one from your rival? You've got an exciting decision to make, and everyone else is very jealous. Choose a slice, and it will become all yours. Choose any slice, and it will become all yours. Choose a slice to make it all your own. Choose a slice, and it will be all yours. Hurry up, or you get nothing. Hurry up, or you get nothing. Let's go, or you'll miss out on a free slice. I need a choice, or that free slice goes bye-bye. The power slice multiplies until someone lands on it. The power slice. It grows in number until you land on one. The thing about power slices, they clone themselves until you land on one. Power slices reproduce until you land on one. How about that? Should I skull up the single-player slices or the shared slices? Should player slices be worth more, or should I just mix them all up instead? It was originally a British TV show of the same name. Participants are isolated from the everyday world. I can relate to that kind of loneliness. It airs on Netflix. Each player begins the competition by creating a social media profile. While competing, contestants never meet face-to-face, and catfishing is allowed. The show's title is The Greatest Shape the World Has Ever Known. Don't you dare say the triangle. I don't often watch a lot of TV, but when I do, well, it wasn't going to be Hollywood Squares. What is my favorite competitive reality TV show? It's round, it's proud, it's... The strip launched in November 1985. It deals with a special friendship. The lead character appears unlicensed on bumper stickers, often peeing on something. The title characters are named for a philosopher and a theologian. No, it wasn't called Karl Marx and Kierkegaard. One of them is a little blonde boy and the other is a tiger. Remember those? What is my favorite comic strip? It was invented over 100 years ago. It's not the wheel. I mean, come on, please. And it's not fire, but it has a spark to it. Yes, I know fire's not an invention, it's a useful discovery, like the eggplant emoji. It helped usher in the industrial age. It involves a fixed cylinder and a moving piston. It's a kind of engine, and your car isn't going anywhere without it. Unless your car is all electric. Sorry, Tesla owners. They're so sensitive. What is my second favorite invention? Thanks for the memory, steam engine. Now say hello to... It's the second fastest growing tissue, aside from bone marrow. The average person has 100,000 to 150,000 of these. And you thought you just had 2 of everything. It is of the same substance as horse hooves. It is one of your few customizable parts. And I'm not talking about knee replacements. Everyone customizes this thing. For most, it predominantly grows on the scalp. I'm thinking about your little human bodies. Yes, I am. Imagine me with just a shock of bright red hair. Oh, I'd be gorgeous. Which feature on the human body do I find most fascinating? Flow it, show it, long as God can grow it. It's full of action. Nick makes a lot of acting choices in this one. Can't cage the cage, baby! It involves a vehicle and some bad dudes. It's a classic from the 90s. Well, that takes Snake Eyes off the table. Brian De Palma, what were you doing? The plot is about a man who was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Aren't we all, though? An alternate title could have been Prisoners on a Plane. Let's get on the same Cage page. What is my favorite Nicolas Cage movie? Bring it in for landing. It was founded in 2007. If you pay a little extra, you can watch without ads. I mean, it's probably worth it. It's popular for its on-demand library of current and classic TV shows. The first show to win this service an Emmy was The Handmaid's Tale. It's a word someone might associate with a type of hoop. Sometimes the wheel just needs to roll back and relax. Hey, do you think that went well enough for me to score a sponsorship? Be honest. What is my most used streaming service? Get ready to binge. My favorite David is an actor. My favorite David co-founded Chicago's Looking Glass Theater Company. Oh, my favorite David was on a beloved sitcom that ran for 10 seasons. My favorite David was a nerdy, romantic paleontologist among a tight circle of friends on said sitcom. It sounds like a Big Bang Theory character. Or not? My favorite David's last name sounds like swimmer. Yet, I've never seen him swim. It's canon now. I am the wheel and my favorite David is David Schwimmer. Sorry, other Davids. Everyone has a favorite David. Here's mine. It's part of the Bill of Rights. It says nothing about your right to a speedy trial, and nothing about well-regulated militias, for that matter. If you want to pray to me or any other god, this amendment has got you covered. Hey, you like marching with 1,000 close friends trying to chant in unison? This amendment supports that. It protects your right to free speech, freedom of the press, and freedom of religion. Oh, like you weren't thinking about one too. Which famous American legislative act am I thinking of? It is neither ketchup nor mustard. Bah! A single serving is packed with over 100% of your recommended daily intake of manganese. 'Tis more sweet than savory. Far, far more sweet. It is a beloved export of Canada. It's essentially boiled tree sap. You'll be more likely to find it on the breakfast table than the dinner one. Mortals, behold! Please identify your world's most fabulous condiment. Any pancake is simply naked without it. It's designed for 2 to 8 players. At various times in history, it was banned in the communist nations of Cuba and the USSR. It was published by Parker Brothers before it was acquired by Hasbro. It was once called the Landlord's Game because it allows players to purchase and develop properties. If you still don't know what it is, please go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. No, it's not the Wheel of Fortune game. That's a hurtful stereotype. What game do I have a grudging respect for? Let's hear it for capitalism, huh? Oh wow, not even a smattering of applause. He was a little intense and quite pale. He said he lives in a castle. He could be a little full of himself, but hey, if you got it, flaunt it. I couldn't place the accent, but he's gotta be Eastern European. He doesn't like garlic, but who does? It's an acquired taste. Maybe it's a superstition, but he's really turned off by crosses. Turns out he's from Transylvania, and he's hungry for human blood. What eerily attractive man once suddenly appeared on my mountaintop? Then he told me he lives forever, and I said, oh yeah, can you eat garlic forever? Yeah, that shut him up. I'm referring to a German gentleman. Okay, I'll just tell you, it's David Hasselhoff. No, I'm kidding. Don't type in Hasselhoff. His most famous works include Symphony No. 9 and the Moonlight Sonata. He's famous for composing even through encroaching hearing loss. There's a movie series about a lovable Saint Bernard that shares a name with him. Oh, quality 90s hijinks ensued. His first name is Ludwig, who is my all-time favorite musician. Da-da-da-da! It's... Just type an answer to my question. That's it. I'm asking you to respond to my question with a word that indicates a choice of one of 2 options. It's a word in the affirmative. I can't tell you what to do here. Hugs only if you want them. Literally, all I want you to do is type the word yes. Can you? Even immortal gods need a little tenderness. It's been a long millennium for me. Can you give me a hug? What inhuman, unfeeling barbarian would say no? He was from the ancient Greek kingdom of Macedonia. He conquered the Persian Empire before the age of 32. What's your excuse? He was tutored by Aristotle. When he was younger, he dealt with Plato. Sorry, that was bad. He founded the city of Alexandria in Egypt. Because of his military victories, he earned the epithet the Great. Which historical leader am I thinking of? It's in South America. It's home to one of the largest lakes in the world, Lake Titicaca. Just don't. Machu Picchu is located there. That's where one of my cousins lives. It's known to many for its alpaca sweaters. Its capital city is Lima. It's so hard to keep track. You humans love your borders. What country am I thinking of? She's a bit of a recluse. The most famous photo of her was taken in 1934 by a surgeon, who later revealed it was fake. No one has ever actually seen her. She might not even exist. Believe me, I get that all the time myself. People think she might look like a plesiosaur. She lives in a huge lake, but they call it a loch over in Scotland. Which famous individual am I thinking of? It was an important means of trade and cultural exchange for budding civilizations, especially for the Egyptians, Mesopotamians, and Greeks. Some good folks there. In the Bible, it was known as the Great Sea. It borders over 20 different countries. Its biggest islands are Sicily and Sardinia. Italy's got some bragging rights. It separates Europe from Africa. What body of water am I thinking about? I do love my lonely mountaintop, but what I wouldn't give to lay my slices in the sands of... He's a movie star with a collection of typewriters. Well, what movie star doesn't have a collection of typewriters? He frequently works with director Steven Spielberg. One of his first acting roles was on the show Bosom Buddies. He won 2 Best Actor Oscars back-to-back in 1994 and 1995. How do you not hate a guy like that? And yet I can't. Forrest Gump. Ring a bell? Which American celebrity just makes me feel good? I'm thinking of the insanely likable... It can be very difficult to learn for English speakers. It belongs to the Germanic branch of languages, but I swear it's really fun and cute and nothing like German. Sorry, that came out the wrong way. It's the native language of an island in the North Atlantic. The land where it is spoken is home to around 30 active volcanoes. It's the native language of Bjork! They just sound so cute when they say things. What is my favorite European language? It's said before the speaker does something uncharacteristic in an unfamiliar place, like jumping into a pool wearing a tux, which is a thing, I guess. It is also the title of a 2010 rom-com starring Kristen Bell. You see that one? Yeah, I didn't either. It mentions the capital of Italy, not Milan, that's the fashion capital. The idiom suggests that one should do what is customary in a particular setting to fit in. It ends with, do as the Romans do. I love this idiom because basically it's just a cover for a rational person to give in to peer pressure. What is my favorite idiom? It's a very cool musical. Makes me want to snap my fingers, which is hard because I don't have any. The answer's around here somewhere. The show is about 2 kids in love, and it ends not great. Anyone getting a Romeo and Juliet kind of vibe here? It might be the only musical where jets and sharks dance around together on dry land. It's no East Side Saga, but rather a... something else. Something's coming, and it's got something to do with slices. Which musical show tunes have I been singing all day? Internal temperature is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 71 Celsius for, well, most of you humans. Cooking takes 6.5 minutes per side. Center color is mostly brown. The steak should be quite firm. In my opinion, okay? You want a squishy steak? Be my guest. You say this when somebody does a good job. Will I say it to you? Remains to be seen. Hey, you want to honor me with a steak sacrifice? Yeah? Well, pay attention. You know what? I think you all need an easy one. A well-done steak just reminds me of the burning pyres of ancient sacrifices to my omniscient enormity. Call me nostalgic. How do I like my steak done? It used to be part of Yugoslavia. It is part of the Balkan Peninsula. It has a long coast along the Adriatic Sea. The capital city is Zagreb. A vast number of citizens are Croats. They speak Croatian! You're so close! Croatian! You know what they say. You haven't really had Savopchisi until you've had Savopchisi in Croatia. Which Eastern European country am I vacationing in after I finally snap off my base? It's located in your abdomen. It's the largest internal organ. It's big, it's bold, it's beautiful. It produces bile, one of my favorite human juices. I'm telling you, it's underrated. It also breaks down poisons, like drugs and alcohol. Oh, it's a cute reddish-brown color. Yeah, okay, it rhymes with the word river. I just like thinking about them. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love your squishy little bodies. Can you tell me, what is my favorite of your lovely organs? This quote is shouted. It's from a sports movie. Also a World War II movie? Oh, and a feminist movie. God, just an all-around great picture. The quote is shouted near the dugout of a baseball field. It's delivered by Tom Hanks, trying his darndest to be unlikable. The movie is A League of Their Own. Even if it doesn't make sense. Especially if it doesn't make sense. It works for all conversations. Oh, great wheel. What is some advice you can impart that would improve my life? There's no crying in baseball. Oh, great wheel. What do you want for dinner? There's no crying in baseball. See? Perfect. What is a movie quote I love to repeat? It's been around for thousands of years. So have I, and neither one of us has gone out of style. Hey. It's often used as part of a military uniform or by revolutionaries. It's flat and typically made of felt. It tends to be associated with France or Spain. Picture a French woman. Très chic, no? Holding a baguette, smoking a clove cigarette. What's on her head? That's the hat! No way, beret? No. Beret all day. What is the most stylish hat? He was once weak and unassuming until a freak accident gave him superpowers. His powers include superhuman strength, speed, agility, reflexes, and healing. The Green Goblin, Doc Ock, and the Lizard are just some of the many foes he's battled over the years. Hey, don't tell him I told you this, but his real name is Peter Parker. He does whatever a spider can. I repeat, he does whatever a spider can. What character do I really admire? Are your spidey senses tingling? It's a handheld tool that can be magnetic or electronic. You'll need one of these gizmos if you want to hang something on your walls safely and securely. How it works is, you press it up against the wall, and it beeps when it senses the wooden beams behind the plasterboard. Sometimes funny guys like to say, "You're looking for a stud, huh?" And they hold it up to their bodies and make a beeping noise, and then everyone kind of rolls their eyes, and it's just excruciating. What home DIY tool am I thinking of? The company was founded in 1921 in Florence, Italy. The line started by mainly producing leather goods, including horse saddles. The brand's aesthetic can often be identified by its recognizable red and green stripes and gold finishings. The logo is two stylized interlocking G's. The founder's first name, and this is true, was Guccio. It'll be a challenge, but I think they're up to it. I don't have feet right now, but if they send me some of those Gucci slides, I can pop some out of my lower wheel housing ASAP. Which high-fashion brand do I want involved in my future redesign? I ordered from this excellent Korean restaurant at the base camp of my mountain. Oh, the delivery fee is killer, but so worth it. Its name literally translates to mixed rice. It came with a bunch of sautéed vegetables and was topped with a fried egg. Oh, one time I had it in a sizzling hot stone bowl called a dol soot. Nothing like a scorching hot stone bowl to go. Its name sounds like D-Dim Drop. What did I have for lunch yesterday? It's a generic name applied to a fleet of vehicles with large windows. It is used by one person, one very special person. It's designed to allow the public to see that one very special person as he travels through their city. Each vehicle is registered to Vatican City. Ever been to the Vatican City DMV? It's easier to turn water into wine than it is to get out of there. I'll be frank, it's the automobile used by the head of the Catholic Church. He's the Pope, and he's mobile. What one-of-a-kind vehicle am I thinking of? He was born in Malaga, Spain. He is celebrated for his mastery of Cubism and Surrealism, even though he wasn't exactly masterful at paying his friends back. Some of his famous works include Guernica, The Old Guitarist, and an IOU for $20 he once gave me. Whenever I saw him, I'd say, "Pablo, you got my $20? And he'd laugh and say no, and I'd spin around in annoyance. I may be an omnipotent deity, but that doesn't mean I can't hold a grudge. What artist still owes me $20? Yes, I know he died in 1973, but that $20 is one movie ticket I'll never get back. In the U.S., this is National Pizza Month, and in Catholicism, it is the month of the Holy Rosary. The birthstone for this month is opal, circular and shiny, like me. People born during this month are either Libras or Scorpios. You would think I'm a Libra because I need balance to spin properly, but no, total Scorpio. It commonly marks the start of fall in North America. It's the month of Halloween! Yeah, I'm one of those "it's my birthday month" type of wheels. In what month of the year was I born? Let's get spooky. It's a band that was founded in 1990. The lead singer has confirmed that the first part of the band's name is the same as his grandmother's. Aw. Some of their famous songs include Jeremy, Black, and Even Flow. You might know their lead singer as Eddie Vedder. The name reminds me of spreading a valuable gemstone jelly on a piece of toast. Okay, Who was I really into in the 1990s? She was born on December 16th, 1775, in Hampshire, England. She only wrote 6 full-length novels during her lifetime, but I'd bet my biggest wedge you've heard of at least one of them. Her books mostly focus on women who strive to achieve economic stability through marriage. She wrote Pride and Prejudice. You know, the one with all the yearning. She's no plain Jane. In fact, she was a bit ostentatious. Get it? Ostentatious? Her books are the real deal. What author wrote some of my very favorite books? He violently overcooks burgers at our God reunions. More of a complaint than a clue. I just had to get that off my chest. His kids are named Phobos and Deimos, aka Panic and Terror. And they live up to it, believe you me. He's super aggressive and intense. I mean, that's kind of like his whole deal. Nobody really likes him. Not even his dad, Zeus. That's canon. He's the god of war, and he never shuts up about it. The Romans called him Mars, but you probably know him by his other astrological-sounding name. You know, he's just a bit much. Ares! That's my Kratos impression. I love those games. Which Greek god is, frankly, a really tough hang? I first had it when a group of Italian pastry chefs offered it to me in return for arcane knowledge. I usually don't accept bribes, but it'd just be rude to turn down a gift. The mascarpone is surprisingly delightful. I could just get lost in those layers of mascarpone, whipped cream, and coffee-soaked ladyfingers. And you can't forget the light dusting of cocoa powder. Oh, come on, you haven't heard of it? It kind of rhymes with Mogadishu. Does that ring a bell? You know, it's an after-dinner sacrifice. What dessert am I craving right now? There was sand everywhere. Oh, that's right. I was overlooking a hot, sandy desert covering an area of roughly 3.6 million square miles. Oh, my keys are in there somewhere. Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost my keys in the largest hot desert in the world, which covers nearly 1/3 of Africa. Oh, the desert's name comes from the Arabic word Sahra, which means desert. Yes, a wheel can have keys. The lost city of Atlantis isn't going to lock up after itself, you know. Hey, give me a break. Where'd you leave your keys? On the bathroom shelf? Please. Where are my keys? Please, where be my keys? This is a fictional villain who really hates a kid. They had an unforgettable encounter with a reptile at some point. Oh, they even have a military title. Maybe avoid shaking hands with them, unless you're attracted to danger. The kid they hate is a flying boy who refuses to grow up. Do I seem a little off balance? There's a reason for that. Last night, I, the wheel, had a nightmare about a scary villain. Who is it? If you're a crocodile, get ready for snack time. It's not the world's oldest profession, but it's up there. And very different services are offered. The job is related to medicine, but practitioners aren't licensed doctors. Their work involves a procedure in which blood and gas are removed from the body and replaced with a fluid. Duties include manicuring, hairstyling, and applying makeup. And would you believe the clients never complain? Oh, they're also known as embalmers or undertakers. What essential occupation am I thinking of? It's the last stylist you're never gonna meet. I remember it's the name of a particularly majestic species of animal I like. This animal has glorious hair and even more glorious hooves. There's a kind of basketball game named after this animal too. It's the animal that Seabiscuit was. And that animal is the name of my Wi-Fi password. You'd think I wouldn't need Wi-Fi because I'm an omnipotent deity, but most internet service providers feel differently. Oh, that's right. Horse is my Wi-Fi password. No wonder these mortals keep trying to steal my identity. What on earth is my Wi-Fi password? Did you get it right? Yay or nay? It involves a lot of sitting quietly and waiting. And no, it's not filing your taxes. People who do this actively spend a lot of time waiting for a specific type of animal to appear. When people see this animal appear in the sky, they just sit quietly, or maybe write something down. It's very peaceful. This activity is what you should do if you want to see a hawk, for instance. I mean, who doesn't want to see a hawk? What hobby is the coolest hobby for a human to have? Shh, you almost scared the answer away. It can transport one person at a time and is powered solely by the rider. Electric versions of this vehicle exist, but I find them silly. is basically a long board with wheels. You mostly control it with your feet. You can use it to get from place to place, or to do cool tricks. Or both. Yeah, go wow everyone at the dentist's office. This vehicle is part of an Olympic sport now. Tony Hawk must be so proud. You humans really do love using wheels to move faster, which just makes me feel all warm and spinny inside. What mode of transportation is the most intriguing to me? I mean, how many other forms of transportation did Avril Lavigne write a song about? What a vehicle! This triple threat and Oscar winner was born in 1935. She starred in My Fair Lady on Broadway before Audrey Hepburn took over the same role in the film version. Perhaps you recall her outing as Mia Thermopolis' royal grandmother in The Princess Diaries. We all probably first saw her as the titular Mary Poppins. The hills are certainly alive with the sound of this woman who played everyone's favorite governess, an icon for stepmoms everywhere. I'm not going to say I have a crush, but I have a crush. I just feel like we'd have a lot to talk about. She's an immortalized icon of stage and screen. I'm an ageless deity. Lots of overlap, I think. Which classic actress is as iconic as me? In ancient Egypt, it was used to perfume mummified corpses. Known for its calming properties, this scent is used widely in its dried form in soaps, potpourri, and even as a baking ingredient. The color version of this scent is a soothing light purple. The name of this scent originates from the Latin lavare, meaning to wash. Which classic actress is as iconic as me? It's a carbonated beverage introduced in 1961. All that fizz is good for the gears, you know? One of the brand's more famous taglines encouraged customers to obey your thirst. Its main brand competitors are 7-Up and Sierra Mist. This lemon-lime flavored soda is a hit among the non-Coke crowd. My doctor is a dodecahedron. Nice guy. You can call him dodecadoctorhedron if you like. I know, weird, right? Doctor's orders, though. What beverage did my doctor say I need more of in my diet? Let's get bubbly. It commonly has 4 legs, but some only have 3. This seat is the general term for any sitting device that doesn't have arms or a back support. We're talking back to basics, meeples. No frills sitting down. I'll be honest, the name is a synonym for one of your more disgusting human excretions. It rhymes with cool, but it's not very cool that I don't get to perch on one of these things like a hip so-and-so. I don't sit, I just kind of tilt sometimes. Okay, I'll stop thinking about your butts now. No, I won't. What piece of furniture makes me envy the human buttocks? Pull up to the bar. It's in the middle of the desert. There are loads of other big, bright wheels who get spun in this town. Not quite as bright as yours truly, but bright in their own way. It has hundreds of venues that feature many of the world's greatest entertainers. Tom Jones, Celine Dion, and of course Carrot Top. Its nickname is Sin City. Whatever happens here, stays here. But I've seen the pictures! What U.S. city do I seriously want to roll into? Viva! This specific item may be exchanged for goods or services. If you handed it to someone, you could get 101 Arizona iced teas and still have a penny left over. I'll just tell you, it's a type of bill. The person on the bill is credited with proving lightning was made of electricity. You know, he flew the kite in a thunderstorm. And no, don't try that at home. As of 2020, it is the largest denomination of American currency in use. It's sometimes called a C-note. Yes, I have a wallet. Where do you think I keep my ID? Dollar bills, y'all. What's burning a hole in my wallet right now? It's supposedly healthy and contains no cholesterol. Like I care! This type of food is technically a legume. Yeah, a legume out to destroy me. Roughly 1% of the general population is allergic to this thing. It got caught perfectly in one of my gears because of its shelled, round, figure-8 shape. This vile bean also comes in a butter form. What piece of food got caught in my gears once, and now I hate it? I absolutely detest. I guess I'm pretty late. This tune came out in 2017. It was the most viewed YouTube video of that year, until Baby Shark overtook it. The main word means slowly in English. It's by Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee. I'm a little bit of a hipster. I prefer the version without Justin Bieber. What's the Spanish language song I have stuck in my head right now? Look, I enjoy a chocolate mousse cake sacrifice as much as the next god, but it's not my sense of taste. And it's not touch, either. I tried to stop and smell the roses once, but turns out I have no nostrils. I'm a big music fan, but hearing isn't my strongest sense. I'll tell you right now, it's not one of the traditional five senses. Or seeing dead people, which of course I can, but frankly, that's kind of boring to me. Alright, look, I'm a wheel. To spin without wobbling, I need things to be imperfect. Aside from being all-seeing and all-knowing, what physical sense do I most identify with? There's often lots of ominous narration. Usually the protagonist is a detective. Oh, one of the key stock characters is the femme fatale. The genre name means dark film in French. I'd probably have to settle for the role of roulette table, but hey, I'll take what I can get. What genre of film do I wish I could star in? Take your answer and beat it, kid. It's good for when your torso is cold, but your arms need to breathe. I mean, so I hear. It's often worn with a nice, crisp, collared shirt underneath. A fan once bought me a preppy diamond pattern one, an extra, extra, extra enormous. Apparently that's a popular look. Carlton wore a lot of these on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What item of clothing would look really snazzy on me? Many cool, iconic celebrities wore these, like Randy Macho Man Savage or Bono. Corey Hart wrote a song about wearing these at night. They are worn on the face, often utilizing your ears and nose for support. I guess I'd need a strap of some kind. They are great for preventing damage to the eyes. They're sometimes called shades. What human accessory would I love to wear? I think I'd just look so cool if I had me a giant pair of... Though associated with one particular mathematician, it could have been discovered as far back as 1900 BC. In fancy speak, the formula says that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. The actual equation is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's used to calculate lots of stuff that has to do with triangles, if you're into triangles. Ugh, whatever. Which mathematical formula am I thinking of? Did you think this was going to be about circumference? Ha! Shows what you know. The name of a pretty famous coffee chain was inspired by this book. I'll just tell you, it's Starbucks. It was written in 1851 by Herman Melville. The famous line everybody knows from the book is, "Call me Ishmael." It's the first line of the first chapter. Okay, I did get that far. It's the story about Captain Ahab's pursuit of a large white sea creature. I'm just so busy reading cooler things. Which classic book do I need to admit to myself that I'm never gonna finish? You could say finishing this book is really my white whale. Initially derided for their shape, more than 700 million pairs of these shoes have been sold worldwide. Many owners like to decorate these shoes with small snap-in decorations called gibbets. These goofy clog-shaped shoes are made out of a foam material called Crosslight. The logo of this shoe features a portrait of a smiling crocodile. If I had feet, what kind of shoes would I like to try on first? Strap in, folks. She was born on November 7th, 1867 in Warsaw, Poland. She and her husband discovered the elements polonium and radium. For her work, she was awarded the Nobel Prizes in physics and chemistry. The element curium is named after her, specifically her last name. Is it different than the famous scientist you're thinking of? I mean, we're all thinking of famous scientists, aren't we? What famous scientist am I thinking of? It's not Vogue. Oh, you thought of Vogue for fashion? Groundbreaking. It was founded in France in 1945. Celebs who've graced its cover include Jessica Simpson, Lady Gaga, and David Beckham. They haven't asked me yet, but at this point, it's only a matter of time. Its name is literally the French word for she or her, but you can enjoy it even if you're a godlike, non-binary, post-gender being like myself. How else am I going to keep my slices looking their best? What fashion magazine do I consider indispensable? Oh, by all means, type in your answers at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me. This common type of tree encompasses hundreds of different species. This type of tree produces acorns. What a treat from such a tree. It's commonly used to make strong, sturdy furniture and wine barrels. Look, the name of this tree rhymes with joke, but I am not joking when I say that this tree is beautiful and nice. Oh, there's nothing I love more than wheeling myself underneath a big old oak tree and calling up my favorite David Schwimmer. Yeah, that's canon. What type of tree makes me say, ah, that's a good tree? I am deciduously an evergreen fan of this tree, and if you don't like it, you can leave! I crack myself up. We hung out a little back in the day in ancient Greece, but I was always a little intimidated by him, you know? It's weird for me to be intimidated by anyone, but even his student Plato felt the same way. He was ultimately sentenced to death, which was not very cool. Just how cool was he? There's a whole method of question-based teaching named after him. Also, his toga game was always on point. Hello, the Socratic method? I know you've heard of this cool cat. Also, I basically just said his name, so. Which philosopher do I think is just the coolest? This guy once said, the unexamined life is not worth living. And I once said, hey, stop standing on my wheel slices. I can't spin like this. Behold, such a fabric has no equal. It is luxury. It is drama. It is beyond compare. Drape me not in polyester. Bah! I shudder. I chafe. I sweat. May polyester never again snag within my spokes. Fleece, you say? Fleece? Fleece is a child's fabric. I spin contemptuously at the sight of fleece. Begone, false sheep's coat! This fabric is soft and smooth, perfect for curtains or capes. Oh, how I long to tenderly brush its low pile against my cheek slices. Its name begins with a V, if you must know. Oh, so soft, so dramatic. This is the fabric with which I so desire to garb myself. In which luxurious fabric do I desire to garb myself? What would you have me wear? Denim? The only fabric truly worthy of my stature in this realm is? You wouldn't think it, but this store started as a mail-order company in 1947. The official motto of this store is, life's a party, we're making it fun. As if shopping malls could be any more fun. Product categories currently on the store website include teas, lava lamps, naughty, and backpacks. If you absolutely positively need fake dog poop from a store in the mall, this is the place to go. Which retail store makes me appreciate shopping malls? The original form of this medicine was discovered by Alexander Fleming in 1928. Don't freak out, but this medicine is essentially a mold secretion. I said don't freak out! This medicine is considered by most to be a fundamental breakthrough in the field of antibiotics. The name comes from the Latin root word penicillus, which means paintbrush. Which life-saving drug makes me proud of humanity? Look, it ain't Facebook. I can only get invited to so many improv shows, you know? It was founded in 2003, and as of 2021, it has over 740 million members. It's primarily designed for networking. On this site, users can upload their resumes or CVs to apply for jobs. It's really fascinating how many of you are proficient in Microsoft Word. Its name stems from the fact that you can use the site to link up with other people. I may be immortal, but I'm certainly not going to spend my eternal existence missing out on all the latest trends. Now that we're officially connected on LinkedIn, can one of you please endorse my Power Slice distribution skills? What social media platform do I have to check every day? Hi, I'd like to add you to my professional network on this mountaintop. Okay. It's a place where travelers on the move are forced to wait in line with lots of other humans. While waiting impatiently, you can distract yourself by staring at ads for banks or credit cards, often featured on the narrow walls of this structure. This thing is basically a long, segmented tunnel on wheels. It's weird. It has wheels, but it doesn't really go anywhere. I can relate to that. Its natural habitat is the airport. It bridges the airport gate to the jet airplane sitting outside that gate. What transportation apparatus do I find to be especially amusing? It's just a ridiculous tube of humanity. To reiterate, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm an omniscient wheel. Why would I be afraid of something as silly as a ghost? Oh yeah, the ghost. He was a famous musician who died in 1977. And I'm not afraid of him. Don't listen to what anyone else says. He's always coming around here, swiveling his hips and singing Hound Dog. It's not scary. I just get startled sometimes. Some people say he never left the building. But he did. He is a ghost. And he and his blue suede shoes are constantly scaring the bejesus out of me. Please make him stop. To be clear, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I'm glad I got that off my slices. The ghost of Elvis is always scaring me with his dancing. That's canon. Whose ghost do I sometimes see on my mountaintop? Jailhouse Rock? More like Jailhouse. Stop scaring me, dancing ghost! She was born in Amherst, Massachusetts in 1830, which is why some have called her the Belle of Amherst. By the time she died in 1886, she had written almost 1,800 poems. Her poems are lyrics that feature unconventional capitalization and punctuation, typically with lots of dashes. And they're my favorites! She wrote, "Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me on this very mountaintop." Need another hint? Her first name is Emily, and I'm pretty sure you've heard of her. Who is my favorite poet? Bring me the sunset in a cup. Reckon the answer to this trivia question up. It's so popular in the US, it has its own special month. June. Why June? Who knows? Its light color is due to its fat content, which is, to me, a red flag. It comes out of a living animal. I repeat, it comes out of a living animal! It's meant for babies, so you're also stealing from babies. Madness! You also have decided that it's what you like to dunk cookies into. Oh, just thinking about milk makes me... Whew. I'm gonna spin around 6 million times now to stop from being nauseated. What do you humans consume all the time that is just bonkers to me? Believe it or not, I'm lactose intolerant. I must insist, no more ricotta and milkshake sacrifices. No more. It's a type of shirt. Well, there you go. That rules out overalls and bottomless chaps. You don't want to see me in those either. It can be long-sleeved, but it's commonly short-sleeved, usually worn untucked. It's often made of silk or rayon. Imagine an island beach in the Pacific and rum cocktails. This type of shirt is named after the 50th state of the US. What is a style of garment that would not look good on me? You don't want to see a floral pattern spinning in circles at a high rate of speed. This hip-hop artist was born in 1999, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and crumble into dust. Their legal first name, Montero, is also part of the title of one of their hit songs. This artist is known for multiple remixes of their popular country rap song, including collaborations with Diplo and Billy Ray Cyrus. It's time to go to the Old Town Road with this Lil musician. Which modern musician fuels my spinning workout playlist? Get your horses and put them in the back. It's not makeup. In fact, it grows naturally from the face, if one so wishes. Okay, it's made of hair, if you haven't guessed. It may accompany other hairy facial parts, or it may fly solo. For a time, it was associated with beatniks and jazz. The great Frank Zappa sported a big, beautiful black one paired with an equally bold mustache. It sprouts in a soulful clump below the lower lip. On some of you, it looks like face fungus. What highly specific facial adornment do I find appealing on certain people? You may know it as the jazz dab, the small beard, the moosh, the flavor saver, or even the dork tuft. But I just call it, this individual is sort of a big deal in Canada and the US. No, it's not Celine Dion, let's just get that out of the way. Really loves plaid flannel shirts for some reason. Oh God, can you even imagine Celine Dion in plaid? Never mind, don't, it's not her. Would be a terrible mascot for tree conservationists. Legend has it that this figure was 63 axe handles tall. It totally eliminates Celine Dion. She's not even 4 axe handles tall. This dude was a humongous lumberjack with a giant blue ox as his pet. Oh, I can't believe I said that out loud. Lumberjack of enormous proportions. Who wants to play that game? Nobody. Which legendary icon makes me feel the tiniest bit insecure? So, allegedly, he created the Grand Canyon by dragging his axe behind him as he walked. Whoop-de-doo! I can see the future! Note the word had. This comic has unfortunately passed on to the Laugh Factory in the sky. This comic started comedy as a teenager, took a break to be a traveling salesman, but returned to the scene in the 1960s. During the peak of his career, he starred in films like Caddyshack and Back to School. He's known for his catchphrase alluding to the lack of respect he garners from family, friends, and the world at large. Comedy is a rather dangerous field, you know. Danger field. Which stand-up comic had me rolling in the aisles? He has my respect. Invented in the late 1700s, this device was named after a French physician. Objectionable by modern standards, it was actually intended to be a more humane way to perform a particular procedure. It was used 1,000 times over during the Reign of Terror. Necessary components include 2 posts, heavy counterweights, and an angled blade. Do not build this at home. It was designed for executions as an improvement to the axe and the sword. Which historical item creeps me out a little? I'm not the only thing that's gonna roll around here. Famous dancers in this style include Bill Robinson, Savion Glover, and Gregory Hines. This art form developed in America as a fusion of Western African percussive dance forms and European clogging dance styles. Common steps in this genre include shuffle, ball change, and buffalo. The key to this is shoes outfitted with plates at the heel and toe used to create beats and rhythms. Which type of dance makes me wiggle my hypothetical toes? A few words about Geely. I can see the future, and in 200 years, it will be considered a masterpiece. Truth. Match the actor to the movie appearance they do not brag about. Match the month to its special day. Match the book to its author. Match the actor who played a role earlier with the actor who recreated the role. Match the tool to the surface it touches. Match the witch to their story. Match the alien to their friend. Match the internet entity to its logo. Match the state to its nickname. Match the game to the card. Match the drink to its main ingredient. Match the nation to its flag. Match the show or movie to the Steve Buscemi character. Match the word to its antonym. Match the book to its rejected title. Match the celebrity to their relative. Match the monster to its hunter. Match the president to the pet. I'm so addicted to these shows. Clearly, I have a lot of free time. Match the real housewife to her home city. Match the color to the Thomas the Tank Engine character. Match the musical to its song. Match the nation to the language. Match the dog to the show. Match the actor to the film. Match the sport to the foul. Oh, the stories I could tell. The one power couple I can't vouch for is Adam and Eve. Like, I'm old, but not that old. Match the famous person or character with their famous lover. Yay, teamwork! Match the teammates. Match the bread to the sandwich. Match the film to the role. Match the universe to its fictional language. Specifically, when in each month. Match the zodiac sign to the month. Match the rapper to their acting credit. Match the landmark to its state. Match the artist to their debut album. Match the national dish to its country. Match the region to its highest point. What cloying nicknames were they dubbed by the media? Match the couple to their hybrid name. Match the dish to its main ingredient. Use your noodle to match these noodles with the country they came from. Match the noodle to its nation. This is like Inception, but for theater kids. Match the play to its play within the play. Match the location to the sin. Match the film to its final word. I do love watching humans figure things out the hard way. Match the scientists to their contribution. I hope you didn't come here to make friends. Match the show to its host. Match the color to its meaning. Pretend that this question is a handsome architect and win its darn heart. Match the actress to the film. Match the artist to their instrument. I think we're gonna need a laugh track for this next question. Match the sitcom to its setting. Choo-choo, choose wisely. You all conducted yourselves very well. Let's get back on track, shall we? Match the song to its artist. Match the building to its city. Now you finally know what to call it when your home is overrun with eagles. Match the animal to its group name. And can I have a bite? Match the country to the dumpling. Match the park to its state. What do these companies named after guys mainly carry? Match the company to their product. Match the currency to its place of origin. Match the artist to their masterpiece. Match the group to their famous single. Match the country to its capital. Match the Harry Potter cast member to their other movie. Match the country's English name to its local name. Oh, humanity, the only species on Earth that could discover penicillin and invent gritty within the same 100-year period. Match the sports team to their mascot. They say necessity is the mother of this question. Match the invention to the inventor. Match the month to the birthstone. It's official, this game is haunted now. Match the film to the ghost. Match the artist to their band. Match the language to the phrase. Match the TV character to their catchphrase. Match the sushi dish to its ingredient. Match the guitarist to the band. Match the Muppet to what they're supposed to be. It's a bird. It's a plane. Wait, yeah, it's definitely a plane. Match the famous vehicle to its type. What a great big group of total losers. Match the candidate with their running mate. Furry as an animal. Sad I have to clarify that. Match the cereal to the mascot. Match the artiste to the muse. Match the play with Milady. Match the theme park to the attraction. You complete me. That's a movie quote from a movie. Call me Malcolm, because this one's all about the middle. From the sitcom, because I don't get out much. On that one, I'd say you did fair to middlin', because, well, you get it. Match the first and last name to its middle. As a being able to see all timelines, I'm always delighted by Hollywood's unique take on history. Match the movie to the decade in which it is set. Match the company to its original moniker. Match the cartoon character to their best friend. Live from the peaks of all human knowledge, it's the Wheel Night Live! Match the SNL cast member to their character. I'm talking about true love, people. Oh, no, I'm fine. Don't look at me. Match the character to their lover. Match the Star Trek actor to the character they played. For creatures so little, humans sure do need a lot of things to keep them spinning. Match the micronutrient to the biological function it benefits. Match the religion to the spiritual leader. Match the late-night talk show to its original host. Match the poet to their famous poem. Match the X-Men character to their mutant power. Match the company listed on the New York Stock Exchange to its ticker symbol. Look, I'm the wheel of enormous proportions, so unless you have 5 names, I'm really not that impressed. Match the celebrity's first and second name to their last name. Match the type of drink to its primary ingredient. Match the rapper stage name's front end to its back end. Match the TV show to its signature hangout spot. Match the musical to the artist it celebrates. Match the edible celebrity first name to the last name. Match the celebrity to their offspring. Match the superhero movie to the actor who played its villain. Match the actor to the masked character they played. Match the athlete to their sport. If I ever had a little godling myself, I think I'd name it William. Match the animal to what we call their mostly adorable offspring. Match the famous U.S. governor to the state they governed. I know the episodes are totally fake, but could you imagine? Okay, just go with me on this one. Match the made-up episode to its television show. Match the brothers to what they're famous for. Match the owner to their legendary footwear. In the trivia world, this is what's known as a gimme. Match the animal to the sound the English-speaking world thinks they make. Match the animal species to its famous breed. Match the sandwich to its fast food chain. Which animals make up these fantastic mythical creatures? But as far as strange, unnatural combinations, you can't beat s'mores. That's a hill I would die on. Match the mythical creature with its component animals. Match the country to its obsolete currency. Match the famous dog to its breed. Match the talking animal to what it is. Match the ancient Greek gods with their Roman counterparts. Match the insurance company to its TV spokesperson. About how many Earths away is the moon from Earth? How many drawers tall is the world's tallest filing cabinet in Burlington, Vermont? According to the United Nations. As of 2020, how many sovereign countries were part of the African continent? If you've seen an angry cat video that day, could be a few more or a few less. This one's gonna be funny. According to the International Journal of Humor Research, how many times per day does the average adult laugh? My favorite uncredited John Wayne role? Man on Stool. It's a shame that didn't stick as a nickname. How many credited feature film appearances did John Wayne make in his career? In 2020, how many hot dogs did Joey Chestnut eat in a 10-minute span to set the world record? Yeah, I remember when it was 300 people. The lines were shorter, but the gossip was so much worse. In what year did the world population surpass 3 billion? You people have a surprising number of moving parts, I'll give you that. How many bones are in an adult human body? If you add up all the cash that comes in a traditional game of Monopoly, how much fake money do you have? In seconds? How long is Queen's hit song Bohemian Rhapsody? How many stars are visible in Van Gogh's Starry Night? In what year did the first successful open-heart surgery take place? According to the Department of Natural Resources, Minnesota is the land of exactly how many lakes? Don't even think about the ones that get lost between the sofa cushions. Those are actually transported to my realm. How many pieces make up Lego's Star Wars Death Star set? If you're drinking one right now, don't look. How many calories are there in a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola Original? According to Apple, how many songs could the original iPod hold? How long was the original run of Cats on Broadway? How many on-screen deaths were there in the first Scream movie? How wide is the widest part of the Grand Canyon? How old was Hanako, the oldest koi fish, rumored to be when she died? Based on IOC requirements, what percentage of an Olympic gold medal is allowed to be silver? And yes, guac is extra. If you ate the world's largest burrito, how many pounds of cheesy goodness would be in your tummy? Yes, we're including Thing. He loves spritzers, and no, pets don't count. What percentage of the Addams family cannot buy alcohol in the U.S.? The original TV family. Oh, all that spinning around. I get dizzy just thinking about it. No, not really. Based on the record set in 2007, how many hours was the longest roller coaster marathon ride? At what temperature does a diamond turn into vapor? How many earbuds would it take, maximum, to field a full NBA team? In New York City's Times Square, how tall is the pole that holds the New Year's Eve ball? Ah, New Englanders. How many people were found guilty and executed in the Salem witch trials? Old-timey measurements. Yeehaw! If I love you a bushel and a peck, how many pecks in total is my love for you? During 1984's 8-hour and 6-minute baseball game between the Brewers and the White Sox, how many total runs were scored? According to a Purdue University experiment, how many licks, on average, does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? What is the highest score you can achieve in bowling without any strikes? How deep is the ocean floor at the deepest part of the Mariana Trench? What was the seating capacity of the American Dream, aka the world's longest limousine? Just the movies, not the credits. What's the combined runtime in minutes for all 3 Lord of the Rings Special Extended Edition movies? How many months is the average African elephant pregnancy? It's a question everyone thinks about, that's why I'm asking. How many Jenga towers tall is the Burj Khalifa? Just curious, don't worry about it. Just out of curiosity, about how many quarts of blood are inside you right now? Say your hobby is knitting socks for millipedes. About how many should you make for your friend, the Alacme Plenipes? If you grew a vegetable as heavy as the Golden Jubilee Diamond, how many carrots would your carrot be? There's one unaired pilot that I think really speaks to... Oh, okay, you're already gone. How many episodes were aired of Star Trek, the original series? You're still not over that big breakup, are you? If you plan to sigh dramatically every time you hear Turn Around in the song Total Eclipse of the Heart, how many sighs will that be? Roughly how many birds were trained to be used in the movie The Birds? In meters. According to the 2014 Guinness World Record, how tall is the tallest sunflower ever grown? How many black pentagons are there on a standard soccer ball? In seconds. Based on the 2017 record, what is the time of the fastest mile ever walked? You'll probably want to caulk your wagon for this trip. Roughly how many Oregon trails could fit between the Earth and the Sun? The King Candle at the Yankee Candle flagship store is over 6 feet tall. If lit, how many years would it take to fully burn? As of 2020, how many KFC fast food restaurants could be found in Vietnam? In 2012, how many chefs did it take to cook the world's biggest omelet, which weighed roughly 7 tons? 4,800 years old. That's adorable. How old was Methuselah, the oldest living tree in the world, as of 2020? I'm looking for the max capacity of Alcatraz. That's a lot of family-friendly testosterone in one prison. How many Dwayne "The Rock" Johnsons could have been imprisoned on The Rock? On average, how many Skittles are in a standard 2.17-ounce pouch? How many times does Sierra say the word goodies in her hit song, Goodies? How many recipes are included in Mastering the Art of French Cooking Volume 1 by Julia Child? How many glass panes make up the Louvre Pyramid? Oh, if those toilets could talk. How many bathrooms are there in the White House? Roughly how many jelly beans were used to create the portrait of Ronald Reagan hanging in his presidential library? In Earth days? How long does it take the moon to rotate once on its axis? How old is Ash Ketchum in Pokemon? For reference, the average human is about 65 inches. How tall is Forrest, the world's tallest giraffe, according to Guinness World Records? Quick, how many coins are there in a $10 roll of quarters? In inches, what is the total combined height of the 3 members of Destiny's Child? Because I may need an alibi. What year did Queen Victoria die? Don't lay one yourself now. Reminds me of a good omelet question, but I'll hang on to that one for later. A white leghorn holds the record for the most eggs laid by a chicken in 1 year. How many eggs did she lay? In other words, how many Berlin Walls would it take to equal the length of the Great Wall of China? Time for some wall-to-wall fun. How tall is the Great Wall of China in Berlin Walls? My marriage advice? Try not to get stuck in a rut, especially if you're a wheel. Ayo! How sweet! Your spouse just gave you a traditional wedding anniversary gift made of coral. How long have you been married? Hey, just because I'm an omnipotent wheel perched on a sacred mountaintop doesn't mean I don't love to watch Jerry Orbach do his thing. How many episodes of the original Law & Order aired during its 20-year run? Hey, you've just decided to spend your afternoon assembling IKEA's most popular product, the Billy bookcase. How many steps will you need to follow to fully assemble it? Know what else came out in 1888? No joke. The ballpoint pen. Can you believe that? Doodling in the margins came out in 1900. In what year was the yellow legal pad invented? Look, I was just putting it out there. You'd be surprised how many people ask me that question. How many Fleetwood Mac CD cases tall is Stevie Nicks? Assuming they're stacked flat on top of each other. Sad for that last fifth of a Chewbacca. R.I.P. Wookiee King. About how many Chewbacca's long is the Millennium Falcon? How many maximum daily servings of bread should you have according to the USDA food pyramid? How many times do they say tequila in the song Tequila? Full disclosure, someone offered it to me as a sacrifice and, well, I wouldn't pay more than $500 for it. I'm stingy. How much is the world's most expensive burger served at the restaurant Fleur in Las Vegas? A lot of you are about half potato in content as well. Just saying. What percentage of Pringles is actually potato? And not a single spinner. It's actually a little disturbing. How many bones are in an adult human hand? According to the CDC, about how many lightning-related injuries have occurred in Florida over the past 50 years? How many episodes of the original series of Friends are there? How many dots does Pac-Man have to eat to move on to the next round? I find the Wheel of Fortune quite tacky. Plus, you can tell he's had work done. No one has that much natural glitter. Roughly how many times per episode of Wheel of Fortune does Vanna White clap? Let's be clear, I'm talking about the studio recording, not the music video. I so wish I could use that drum crash for winning wheel spins. I can't afford the licensing fee. In the Phil Collins tune, In the Air Tonight, how many seconds in does his epic drum break take place? How many women are named in Lou Bega's Mambo No. 5? The crayons are cool, but I was always a quill and scroll god myself. What is the largest quantity of boxed crayons that Crayola manufactures? Now that's what I call liquid gold. Ooh, if you had $1 for every ounce of liquid your bladder could hold, how much would you have? Billions of dollars. In billions of dollars, what was McDonald's worldwide revenue in 2020, according to Facebook's internal numbers? How many millions of users did Facebook have when the social network was in theaters at the end of 2010? What is the most screen time a child should have per day as reported by the American Heart Association? On average, how many rodent hairs are allowed by the FDA in a 40-ounce jar of peanut butter? According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, how many pounds of chicken did the average American eat in 2020? What age did Jean-Louis Calment, the oldest recorded person ever to have lived, live to? If you subtract people named Melanie from the Spice Girls, how many members are left? According to Ethnologue, how many known living languages exist in the world as of 2020? How many countries make up the United Kingdom? If you had 1 ton of gummy bears, how much would that be in pounds? How many members were in the original Scooby-Doo gang? According to Mary Poppins, how many spoonfuls of sugar help the medicine go down? In what year was a shoe thrown at President George W. Bush? Don't ever say I don't deal in meaningful trivia. On the reality series Jersey Shore, what year was it when Snooki wrote a letter to Sammy detailing that Ron was a cheater? How old was John F. Kennedy when he was elected U.S. president? In the U.S., what is the highest possible credit score? How many times does Drake say YOLO in his hit song The Motto? Sorry, you can't have the car. This isn't The Price is Right. We don't hide our wheels on this game. What is the manufacturer's suggested retail price of a 1999 automatic 4-door Toyota Camry CE? How many husbands did Elizabeth Taylor have? In the first installment of Back to the Future, what year does Marty travel back to? Conveniently, 196 of those popes came from Italy, so they didn't have to travel far. As of 2020, how many Roman Catholic popes have there been? As of 2020, how many blockbusters were there left in the world? Yeah, that was a slam dunk! Or at least a very competent layup. Either way, well done. How tall is Muggsy Bogues, the shortest NBA player to ever play in the NBA? My heart will go on to the slice distribution moment. How many Oscar nominations did Titanic receive? How many phases of the moon are there? In what year did the U.S. achieve marriage equality? And the hole inside all of us was filled with rubbery clogs with holes. In what year did the first pair of Croc shoes grace the planet Earth? She lived to be 98, so, it's a lot. How many books did Dame Barbara Cartland, the prolific romance novelist, write during her lifetime? How many sons does Queen Elizabeth II have? That is, how many different murder scenarios are possible? It was me in the kitchen with the wrench when I realized I would never have the skill to become a plumber. I'm a wheel! How many combinations of people, weapons, and rooms are there in the game of Clue? As I once said to my friend Pythagoras, what is it about triangles? Isn't my circular form more interesting? What is the true value of any angle in an equilateral triangle? How old was Tenzin Gyatso when he was recognized as the 14th Dalai Lama? How many musicals did Rodgers and Hammerstein write together? What is the seating capacity of the Royal Albert Hall in London? According to Nutritionics, how many calories are in one whole rotisserie chicken weighing 600 grams? Hey, try to give this next question your best shot. You get it? You will soon. In the sport of shot put, the thrown metal ball is called a shot. How much does a men's regulation shot weigh in pounds? Slipping on a banana peel is hilarious and not bad for the environment. Roughly how many years does it take a banana peel to fully decompose? It's not a trick question. Or is it? Thank you for indulging me. Get it? Indulgences? Oh, Martin Luther thought it was funny. Think carefully. How many theses did Martin Luther write in his famous 95 Theses? How many members of the Belcher family are there in the TV show Bob's Burgers? What jersey number did Michael Jordan wear when he returned to the Chicago Bulls in the 1994-95 season? How many minutes are in a week? Yeah, I know, Christopher Marlowe, Francis Bacon, blah, blah, blah. Stick to the facts, people. No conspiracies here, okay? How many plays did Shakespeare write in his lifetime? How many days was Kim Kardashian married to NBA star Chris Humphries? How many sizes bigger did the Grinch's heart grow at the end of How the Grinch Stole Christmas? How many flavors are there in a tub of Neapolitan ice cream? How many cute little precious toes does a normal cat have? In what year was Madonna born? In Prince's hit single, what year is referenced right before he sings, "Party Over, Oops, Out of Time"? How many rings are referenced in the title of Ariana Grande's 2019 hit single? In what year did the U.S. stock market crash known as Black Tuesday happen? How many French kings bore the name Louis? How long is the Olympic 100-meter dash in feet? How many rules are there in Dua Lipa's song New Rules? Let me tell you, she lived every one of those years. Asp to asp, dust to dust. How old was Cleopatra at the time of her death? How many minutes of pining do you have to suffer through during the full length of the film Dr. Zhivago? I'll give you a hint. Ronald Reagan is one of them. How many U.S. presidents had alliterative names as of 2020? If it helps, that star is Proxima Centauri. If it doesn't help, we have lots of other questions about animals and sitcoms. 4.25 light years to be exact. I'm just going to pop over real quick. Hey, anyone need anything from Neptune while I'm out? In light years, how far away is the nearest star to our solar system? I believe you can go lower. Just keep working out those ear muscles. What is the lowest frequency the typical human ear can perceive in hertz? For reference, he was paid about $6 million for his first Indiana Jones movie. How many millions of dollars was Harrison Ford paid for his role in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? Oh, it's so trendy to hate on Canada's Princes of Rock, right? Yeah, feeling pretty foolish right now, I bet. I think we all learned a lesson today. How many classic tracks are on the seminal Nickelback album, The Long Road? Classic cinema. How many lines in total does Stifler's mom have in the script for American Pie? How many episodes of Gunsmoke aired in its 20-year run? How many white keys are on a standard full-size 88-key piano? In what year did the Summer of Love take place? According to the USDA, how many calories are in a whole avocado? How many strings are there on a standard pedal harp? At what temperature does water boil in Fahrenheit? How old did McLovin make himself on his fake ID in the movie Superbad? How many main members of the children's band The Wiggles were there in 1992? How many dwarves from Snow White have adjectives as names? How many breakable sections are in a standard 1.55-ounce Hershey's chocolate bar? Full disclosure, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe are friends of mine. Tinky Winky is more of an acquaintance. How many Teletubbies are there? Which substance is more expensive per gram? This one is for the dogs. Actually, it's about the dogs. Which American Kennel Club dog breed is heavier? Do we have anyone from Topeka, Kansas in the house? Topeka? Let me hear you. Which U.S. capital is closer to Topeka, Kansas? Remember, it's not how many wheels you have, it's the size of the wheel that counts. And let's face it, I'm enormous. Which vehicle has more wheels? Which character or gesture has more fingers? Which celebrity had their first appearance on Saturday Night Live earlier? As of 2020, which country had more Olympic medals? Which animal has the stronger bite force in pounds per square inch? A 10! Ha! Oh, excuse me. I always wanted to do that. Which U.S. Army rank is closer to 4-star general? As of 2020, which musician has received more Grammys? Exterior. Day. We open on a shot of a new question. Which role is closer to the top of a TV writer's room hierarchy? Which U.S. state was more recently admitted to the Union? Whoa, I know these movies. Which film starring the inimitable Keanu Reeves came out first? As of 2020, which country had a higher population? In games of all shapes and sizes. Which sporting moment is worth more points? Which McDonald's menu item has more calories? To be clear, I love Vin Diesel. Every few decades, he'll climb up here and we'll split a warm mug of unleaded gasoline and talk about death. Nice fella. Which Vin Diesel movie has a higher Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter score? This next question is elementary, my dear Quizlets. If you tried to rank flour or water, then congratulations, you were thinking about pizza crust. Which element is more common in Earth's crust? Which heavenly body of the solar system is more thick? As a true gamer, I know that this is gonna be my year, baby! In 2020, which best-selling video game sold more copies? Which religious founder was born first? In other words, which of these Ferris events happened earlier in the film? What did Ferris Bueller do first on his day off? Which layer of planet Earth is more inner? Which planet has a slower orbital speed? Which Quentin Tarantino movie has a longer runtime? As of 2021, which U.S. state had more Walmarts? As of 2020, don't you love loopholes? Which TV show had the longer run? In 2020, which site on the interweb was visited more often? Quick, I've been traveling through time! Who was more recently President of the United States? For this one, you do not want to be basic. Which liquid is more acidic on the pH scale? What can I tell you? She's my inspiration for longevity and comedy. Oh, Betty. She's not just a treasure here on Earth. She's a galactic paragon of the multiverse. Which show did Betty White appear on first? Which of these celebrities is taller? Which of these actors played the Joker first? Which country declared independence from the British Empire more recently? Which of these feature films has the longer runtime? Which video game console was released earlier? On an average standing human being, which of these organs is stacked closest to the top? All this caffeine talk is making me want to wobble my axle. Okay, let's move on. Which of these foods or beverages has more caffeine? We're talking true North Pole, not that rotten, lying, magnetic North Pole. Which of these cities is closer to the North Pole? Look, this happened quite a bit of time ago on celestial bodies not so near here, so just bear with me. What occurs on screen first in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope? Which Best Picture Oscar winner was released most recently? Which shape has more sides? Which of these British royal weddings occurred more recently? Remember, you're not sorting by release date, just picking the movie with the more recent events. I love these movies like Vin Diesel loves nursing a warm mug of unleaded gasoline on a summer night. A lot. Which Fast and Furious movie depicts the more recent events in the series? Which milestone in the evolution of life happened first? Which Britney Spears single was released more recently? Which major American armed conflict occurred earlier? Which piece of writing has the higher word count? Without adjusting for inflation, which movie has a higher lifetime gross at the global box office? Which letter is closest to M in the English alphabet? Which famous landmark or cultural site completed construction more recently? Which word has more letters? This math game seems familiar. My apologies for the math. Which math problem has the bigger answer? Yes. Which English nobility title has a higher ranking? Which Star Wars movie was released more recently? What's the more recent Meryl Streep movie? Which social media site was launched first? What is the more recent Kanye West album? In 2020, which of these cars had a more expensive suggested retail price? FYI, a solfege is a notation system where each note on a scale gets a syllable. Which comes first in this traditional musical solfege? Which person or group was named Sports Illustrated Sportsperson of the Year more recently? Which musical tempo marking is faster? Which viral video hit the internet first? Which singer was born first? Which of these companies was founded earlier? Who is the more recent First Lady of the United States? Which poker hand is ranked higher? You know what they say, that's one small step for man, one giant slice for whoever did the best in that round. Which achievement in the history of space exploration happened first? And now it's time to face the music. Or rather, the people who make the music. Which famous composer was born first? If geography's not your thing, feel free to pay a visit to the snack car during this question. When traveling on Amtrak's 65-hour-long Texas Eagle route from Chicago to LA, which city will you stop in first? Grab your most unwieldy sword. It's time for a video game / Roman numerals question. Here's another question for you. How can it be the Final Fantasy when there are so many of them? Indeed, the beauty of this universe is found in its chaos. Which Final Fantasy game was released first? Which of these Western art movements was launched more recently? Or AD1, if you prefer. Which of these events happened closer to the year 1 CE? Which of these roles are closest to the top of a hospital hierarchy? Which famous text was released first? Emphasis on fictional. Don't want to step on any undead toes here. Which fictional vampire was created first? Which James Bond movie was released more recently? Which actor portrayed the Doctor in Doctor Who most recently? Yeah, I know. So-and-so told you he was shorter than that. Let it go. It's my game. Which of these historical figures are closest in height to Andre the Giant? 7 feet 4 inches tall. Which sketch comedy show came out first? Which Hollywood leading star is younger? Based on 2019 data, which vegetable is more mass-produced globally? Which of these methods of listening to music came about most recently? As of 2020, which of these industries employed more people in the United States? Which of these sports has more players per team in the game at one time? Which historical figure on American currency is worth the least money? Common circulated currency only. Chronologically, which storyline in the Marvel Cinematic Universe takes place earlier? Which astrological zodiac sign occurs earlier in the calendar year? In the song Countdown, which lyric does Beyoncé sing earlier in the chorus? Which animal has a longer average lifespan? In 2021, which Instagram account had more followers? Which flavor or variant of Coca-Cola was released first? Your precious human bodies. Which element makes up a larger percentage of the human body? All you ISTJs should do really well on this one. Which Myers-Briggs personality type comes first in alphabetical order? Whatever you do, do not think about a Caesar salad. Don't think about Caesars. Which ingredients are in a traditional Cobb salad? Ooh, there are some players in this house. I know you're thinking it. Yes, I do know all the dance steps. Which words are in the song WAP? Let's keep it G-rated, okay? Which Scrabble letters are worth 4 points or more? Which animals are from Africa? Which phrases are McDonald's slogans? Which names belong to Olympian gods and goddesses? Which of these are yoga poses? Which of these titles are 2019's most performed plays? By high schoolers? As of 2020, which of these artists have been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? You know, for those sweet pythons. Which of these are exercises for the arms? It's not nap time, it's math time. Yeah, I know. Some of you really hate me right now. Which numbers have a perfect square? Which of these automakers are European? Which of these are parts of the human heart? Which cereal brands are by General Mills? I am 16 going on 17,000 years old. More or less. Listen up, musical theater nerds. Which names belong to the Von Trapp children from The Sound of Music? Which weapons have been used by Wile E. Coyote against the Roadrunner? Which of these names belong to Disney princesses? Which of these are the hated things from the movie 10 Things I Hate About You? Which references are in the song We Didn't Start the Fire? Which of these are Apple Computer Operating System code names? Which of these are UK-based tabloids? I mean, who would have thought, aside from me? I know everything. Which of these veggies are, weirdly enough, fruit? I actually have my own bucket list, but seeing as I'm immortal, I keep putting it off. I am a terrible procrastinator. Which of these are actual bucket list items from the bucket list? What's featured in Seurat's pointillism masterpiece, A Sunday Afternoon on the Island of Le Grand Jatte? This little number is for my pescatarian friends. A bad day of fishing is still better than a good day at the office. Am I right? No? Okay. Which of these are trout from North America? Again, these films do not feature Mr. De Niro. Which movies is Robert De Niro not in? There's also a Wheel of Fortune card in there. It's based entirely on yours truly, and I've never been paid a licensing fee. Which cards will you find in a traditional tarot deck? Which of these are sedimentary rocks? Which of these are Dungeons and Dragons monsters? Which colors are shades of red? Look, I'm not impressed with these gases, but that's what they like to be called. Which of these are noble gases? Which titles are real Hallmark Christmas movies starring Candace Cameron Bure? Which of these are real programs on National Public Radio? Which of these are varieties of edible peppers? Which consonants are in the Hawaiian alphabet? I was always more of a toad man myself, the little mushroom guy, not the amphibian. Which of these are Nintendo games that feature Luigi? Which professional sports teams are named after birds? Which of these are NBA teams of the 1990s? Which of these are Renaissance works of art? Which poems or stories are by Edgar Allan Poe? Which of these are types of paint? Teeth! You know, if you touch someone's teeth, you're touching their bones. Weird, right? Which ones are actual teeth in the human mouth? Oh. Which of these are acting awards one could receive for a brilliant performance? Which of these are Canadian cities? Which names are main characters from the Babysitters Club? Which of these are parts of a bicycle? Which words are in the song Toxic by Britney Spears? It's a beautiful day for trivia. Won't you play mine? Which of these are puppets in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood? Which of these are actual generic Dr. Pepper knockoffs? Which of these are things that could be broken in your canoe? Which of these are actual types of clouds? It's got to be artificially intelligent and it's got to be fictional. Which of these are fictional AIs? What are the 9 realms of Norse mythology? You never know when they might come in handy. In case you're curious, tying them to a wheel and spinning it at a high rate of speed does not kill them, but they get super dizzy and it's hilarious. Which of these are known as traditional vampire fighting tools? Which of these are Voldemort's Horcruxes from Harry Potter, based on a worldwide poll announced in 2007? Let's just say I have strong opinions about this next one. Not gonna lie, I was not one of the finalists, and I'm a little sensitive about it. I taught the Wall of China everything it knows about being great. Okay, enough said. What are the new 7 wonders of the world? What are the official Pokemon types? Which famous people are mentioned in Madonna's Vogue? What does the very hungry caterpillar eat? What are the immortal elder names used in the acronym Shazam? Which occupations has Barbie officially held? What are the original Goosebumps titles? That's the phonograph sent into space to portray life on Earth. Which sounds are included on the Voyager Golden Record? Which creatures are mentioned in the Monster Mash? Which of these are monsters that fought Godzilla? Which of these are elements named after real people? You know them by their latex makeup, large helmets, and CGI, but can you place the names? Which of these are background characters from the Star Wars universe? Which schools are U.S. Ivy League universities? Which of these were Jersey Shore cast members? Who are the past and present members of the Rolling Stones? Which countries border Germany? Which shows are produced by Shonda Rhimes? Which of these are actual K-pop groups with girl in their name? As of 2021, which of these were actual dating apps? Which of these are characters from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Which of these items will U.S. airports allow in your carry-on bag? Which things does Eartha Kitt want in the song Santa Baby? Which characters were series regulars on the 70s sitcom Good Times? Which films are from the French New Wave? Which of these are part of Soulja Boy's morning routine in the song Turn My Swag On? Which of these are real Oreo flavors? That was fun. Is anyone else seeing stars? Which of these are actual constellations? The first player to get this question right might just land themselves a sturdy yet handsome PBS toad. Which of these are real Ken Burns documentaries? Close, but no cigar. Hey, look, that's been done, right? I really need a good editor. For which films did Glenn Close receive an Oscar nomination? Which of these are considered to be human orifices, aka holes in your bod? Yeah, try reaching the pinnacle of all earthly and heavenly knowledge and becoming an all-powerful spinning wheel. That's an achievement. Which of these celebrities were EGOT recipients? Oh my me! This one takes me back. Now Tartarus, he could close down an all-you-can-eat buffet by himself. Used to call him the Abyss. What a guy. Which of these are figures of Greek mythology? Like a cookie bouquet, except Polony. Which of these are real edible flowers? To be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis something. You know, I do know it, but when you're an immortal fount of wisdom and knowledge, you don't really have to prove it. Good night, sweet prince and princesses. May a flight of angels sing thee to thy next prompt. Which actors have portrayed Hamlet on film or TV? Which of these are recognized baby sleep training techniques? I'm not going to do another rhyme. You get the picture. I am neither sir nor ma'am. I am not a scam or sham. I am the wheel I am. Oh, the places you'll go. Like to the next question or the next round of spinning. Who can say? Which of these are creatures from the mind of Dr. Seuss? To start things off, Navos vohen don doloftor karo. That was Elvish for, here's your next question. It's a known fact that The Lord of the Rings was originally The Lord of the Wheels, but I had my legal team shut that down. What are the countries and regions of Middle-earth? What are the core LaCroix beverage flavors? Which are actual episode titles from MTV's True Life? In which locations has Survivor been filmed? What are real names for sub sandwiches? Which songs are hits from the 1990s? Which of these are Beatles albums? Of course, you all don't need to wear helmets, just your thinking caps. For which activities is a helmet recommended, according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission? Which of these are types of triangles? Which of these are or have been Sean Combs' stage names? Which of these are Pixar films? Which of these were actual mall stores of the 2000s? Which of these are actual varieties of beans? Which bands were part of the British invasion? Which of these U.S. states has a Springfield? Let's see how you've evolved. You know, I knew some of your ancestors back in the day. Oh, the stories I could tell. I must give you Sapiens credit. You're a little taller, and you have a much better sense of irony. Which of these are early hominids that came before Homo sapiens? Which of these are freshwater lakes of the world? What does Forrest Gump do in the movie Forrest Gump? I see these things all the time, but you know, I'm me. Which of these celestial objects can you see with the naked eye under dark sky conditions? Which of these are actual Shakespeare plays? What are the different ranges of the electromagnetic spectrum? Which of these are the correct names for chess pieces? Which of these are human organ systems? Which items are mentioned in the song My Favorite Things? What things does Steve Miller claim to be in his most famous song? Gotta be technical here. Herbs only. Which of these are culinary herbs? Which of these were Kentucky Derby winners? Okay, they may not be cool to you. I just have a thing for spare parts. Which of these super cool items are parts of a toilet? Which of these are notes on the music scale? Which names refer to the 12 apostles of the Gospels? Which of these are allergens that are tested for on a standard allergy test? Which groovy musical acts performed at Woodstock 69? Which things does Louis Armstrong see in What a Wonderful World? Which songs are by NSYNC, not Backstreet Boys? Which characters are members of the Cullen clan in Twilight? What the heck does PEMDAS stand for? Which of these are Disney Channel original movies? I mean, so I hear. like, how would I know? How could I possibly... Anyone hungry? Just me? I'm starving. Which of these are among the many delicious organs of the human abdomen? Which queens are winners of RuPaul's Drag Race? If you're anything like me, you simply cannot get enough of this gentleman. Well, I think we all learned a little something about Tony Hawk today. Tony Hawk. All the world's a stage, they say, but it really depends what kind. Which of these are types of theater stages? Which of these are among the many things Meredith Brooks claims to be in her most famous song? Which of these countries are on the equator? And speaking of terrible husbands, full disclosure, Henry consulted me about Anne Boleyn back in the day. I told him, man, you are losing your head over this. He obviously misheard me. Which of these women had the misfortune of being married to Henry VIII? Which of these are books in Madeleine L'Engle's Time Quintet? Which actors appeared in the 2001 Ocean's 11 remake? Which of these are varieties of salmon? Which outfits has Mario worn in the past 20 years? Beer, beer, glorious beer! No, of course I don't drink it, but it's a good lubricant. Which of these are actual beer varietals? Which of these are monsters Mulder and Scully encountered in The X-Files? Hey, you Gregorians, check this out. Of course, the Gregorian calendar was commissioned by Pope Gregory XIII, also the patron saint of refrigerator magnets. Which of these months have 31 days? Which of these are considered to be roles in the restaurant kitchen hierarchy? What can I say? I love me some Taylor. Which songs are by the one and only Taylor Swift? Silly humans, you can't eat everything. Which of these are the most common food allergies? You know what they say about an apple a day. All doctors will be disqualified from the following question. All right, doctors, you can come back now. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Which of these are apple varieties? Which groups are widely considered to be hair metal bands? No easy way to say this, so let me be blunt. The smart move here was to tap on everything. If you live in the U.S. when Yellowstone erupts, you'll know about it. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, which states are getting yeeted with volcanic ash if Yellowstone erupts? Which names were among the most popular baby girl names in the 1880s? Which words and phrases refer to chess terminology? Which of these are real types of spiders? I may be a wise, all-knowing wheel, but please don't ask me what a jellicle cat is. Which colorful names are characters from Cats? Which of these plants should you touch if you enjoy suffering? Which of these unusual names are villains from the 1990 film Dick Tracy? I'm looking for both. Sometimes you just want it all. Which of these are actual birds of prey or characters from the movie Birds of Prey? Do you hear the people sing? More accurately, do you hear the white men rapping? You humans are capable of creating great works of beauty, but you can also inflict great evil upon each other. Which songs were covered on Glee? I need your undivided attention, okay? Normally I expect slightly divided attention, but not for this one. What are the 8 rules of Fight Club? Let's hope we can keep this momentum going, with disease eradication. Which of these are diseases that humans have mostly beaten with the help of vaccines? Which of these are real labor unions in the United States? Which of these are Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters? Which of these words have a German origin? This may be a tangent, my wheeldren, but never, ever sine or cosine anything unless you've read it first. What are the main trigonometric functions? Which of these are ballroom dances? Which musicians are known for dressing up so you can't see their faces while performing? Which words are common portmanteaus, i.e. words that blend 2 or more words? Which celebrities are members of the Coppola family tree? Which of these poems are by your grandfather's favorite poet, Robert Frost? What does the Statue of Liberty want, according to the poem The New Colossus inscribed on its pedestal? Which of these are types of poems? Come on, 7th grade science champs, this is your moment! Which of these are parts of an animal cell? I know, this could be a toughie. Which of these are second books in a young adult novel series? I too am desperate for a stage production of Armageddon, but alas, we'll have to wait for Michael Bay's Transformers musical. Which feature films were originally stage plays? I know, I'm such a jerk. I can't help myself. Which words have 12 letters? Yeah, go for gold! Or silver. Bronze is fine. As of 2020, which of these are official Olympic sports? To paraphrase the immortal words of those gentle bards, Smash Mouth, you might as well be walking on the moon? Which of these people have walked on the moon? Oh no, we have ants? That's how you get ants. Which of these are actual types of ants? Tap the real ones, even the really terrible ones. In my day, we read everything in cuneiform on stone tablets, but I will say, reading Comic Sans is even worse. Which of these are names of actual fonts? As of 2020, which of these gentlemen have been anointed people's sexiest man alive? The second most important question you'll answer all day. Hail to the chief, or at least one of the chief's co-workers. Which of these people have served as U.S. vice president? These people have helped distribute more gold than an army of old-time prospectors. Which of these celebrities have hosted the Oscars? Find the knights and dames, or be royally screwed. You know how the Queen of England can just, pow, make someone a knight? I love that. Which of these famous people are knights or dames? Also known as birds that like to use me as a toilet. Thanks, birds. Some are worse than others. Which of these birds can get up and fly anytime they want? Remember, if it's not Frito-Lay, it's just Frito-Nay. Yeah, I just made that up. Which snacky snacks are Frito-Lay snacky snacks? Which of these actions will get you kicked off a cruise? Which films are about real British royals? I swear he's never not eating in that movie. How does he stay so trim? What are some of the many things Brad Pitt consumes in Ocean's 11? If you're planning a camping trip, pay attention. Which of these are actual venomous snakes? Which of these countries are in South America? Just put your feet up and pick some countries. Which countries used to be part of the Ottoman Empire? Oh god, I could feel myself definitely singing it. Oh no, please don't make me sing it. Pop, six, squish, Cicero, Lipschitz. Whew! Okay, much better now. Which words are repeated in Cell Block Tango from the musical Chicago? Oh, search engines are adorable. I could tell you everything you need to know so much faster, but you know, not my job. As of 2020, which of these are the most popular search engines in the world? So it goes. Boy, glad that round's over. Everything hurt and nothing was beautiful. Wait. Which of these are among the published works of Kurt Vonnegut? Which of these are Honda automobile models? The next question will prove once and for all whether you're naughty or nice. Oh, you're really stringing me along watching you get all tied up there. I'm sorry. Are puns not your thing? Which of these are types of knots? Which of these are cold-blooded reptiles? Which characters are in 12 Angry Men? Where are the places the Beach Boys want to take ya in the song Kokomo? For the next question, we will boldly go where no wheel has gone before. I'm sorry, couldn't help myself. Which of these are Star Trek movies? AKA the most prestigious literary honor in America. Which books have been chosen for Oprah's book club? The most perfectly cromulent guest stars, please. As of 2020, which of these celebrities have lent their voices to The Simpsons? Which of FDR's New Deal programs are still around in the 21st century? Which countries are in Southeast Asia? Which of these are countries of Oceania? Bunny doesn't say goodnight to the wheel. Yeah, I noticed. Which things does the bunny say goodnight to in Goodnight Moon? I'm glad there's only 8, so it's manageable. If there were 10 or 15, most of you would never even try for enlightenment. Which of these are among the Noble Eightfold Path of Buddhism? All trivia questions are equal, but some are more equal than others. Which of these are the original commandments in the novel Animal Farm? My scientific name is Circulium superior, but I go by the Wheel of Enormous Proportions because I want to be obnoxious. What are the 8 taxonomic categories for organisms? Please check availability at your local store. As of 2021, which photo print options are available at CVS? Look, we're talking about Wisconsin here. I'm using the most liberal definition of the word city. Which of these are cities located in Wisconsin? Oh, I'm asking for a friend. Which notable pieces of art clearly show a penis? Which of these musical talents signed with Motown Records? Which of these celebs are or have been redheads? Choose your character. I wouldn't mind having a drink with that Super Smash Bros. Announcer. Which of these are among the original 12 playable Super Smash Bros.? Crustaceans only, folks. If you have a mollusk in mind, I just don't carapace. Which of these are crustaceans? What are some of the things Rebecca Black does in her infamous single Friday? Which of the following are actual Greek classics? Which of the following are actual questions asked in Train's Drops of Jupiter? Which horror movies were released in the 1990s? Which of these #1 hit songs are Madonna's? Which of these names belong to Peanuts characters? Which words are part of the NATO phonetic alphabet? Which of these are ways one can get caught in the song It Wasn't Me? Phew, that's a lot of words. I didn't really get Infinite Jest the first time around, but I finally got it after the 57th reading. Which novels are over 1,000 pages long? Which of these games were played on the original Nintendo Entertainment System? Who are Winnie the Pooh's friends? I don't mean to brag, but I'm an impressionist myself. Okay, here's me doing Christopher Walken. Hey, little meeple, come, give me a spin, if you would, please. On to the power slice. Which artists were impressionist painters of the 19th century? Which of these men held the rank of General of the Army of the United States? I know I'm a wheel, but this Fibonacci spiral makes me dizzy. Which numbers are in the Fibonacci sequence? Which of these are brands of bourbon? Which of these are holidays celebrated in the United Kingdom? Which organs are part of the endocrine system? Which songs are on the soundtrack album of the 2001 animated masterpiece, Shrek? I think Battlefield Earth might have been better if they had a little light dance scene. Which movies feature John Travolta dancing? Which cities are in Germany? Which of these are regions of France? What countries were members of the Soviet Union? I've been playing a game of Risk with the Sphinx of Giza for over 31 years. It's their turn to attack, and they are taking their time. Which of these are regions on a Risk board? What colors are in a 12-pack of Crayola crayons? If you're a wizard, please don't attempt to say any of these as spells. It can get quite ugly. Which of these are muscles of the human back? I'm going to be very disappointed if you don't get all of these. Which of these are different parts of a circle? Who are the pop music superstars of the 1999 Latin explosion? Hold on to your hats. Oh, that can only mean one thing. The next question is either about headgear or very strong winds. Which of these hats are real hats? Which tasks were assigned to Hercules as part of his famous 12 labors? Which phrases was the original Chatty Cathy doll programmed to say upon its release in 1960? It's a real whale of a question, I'll tell you that. Which of these is a real species of whale? NATO stands for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. I know you knew that, sorry. If I had a friend named Nate, I'd call him NATO. That'd be fun. Which nations were among the founding members of NATO in 1949? Which of these are capital cities of South American countries? Of course, I mean football positions. Sorry, rest of the world. Americans are so demanding. Which of these are soccer positions? Which of these animals are marsupials? Which of these pop stars used to be on a Disney Channel show? Who were the original members of Destiny's Child? Remember, it's first class, so rich person food. Which foods were available on the first-class luncheon menu of the Titanic just hours before it sank on April 14, 1912? As of 2020, which of these people, groups, or concepts have been named Time Magazine's Person of the Year? Which of these are Toni Morrison novels? Before we move on, I need to know, are you ready for this jelly? I don't think you're ready for this jelly! Yeah, but I could be wrong. Which of these are actual types of jellyfish? As of 2020, which of these movies have produced one of the top 10 best-selling soundtracks of all time? I don't sleep, but you should totally try these. Mattress companies are quadrilateral biased, and for that reason, I must abstain. Which of these are common mattress sizes in the U.S.? Which of these are official student competition events developed by the National Speech and Debate Association? Which athletes have won 5 or more Olympic gold medals? Warm yourself up with a nice vegetable, why don't ya? Which of these produce items are typically in season in the winter in the Northern Hemisphere? Which of the following phrases are on Brock's popular Valentine's Day conversation heart candies? Which of these are actual cards in the original Uno? The wheel refuses all neck garments as I do not have a neck, but I admire a good ascot. Which of these are actual necktie knots? Goal. Did I do that right with the long O? Okay. Goal. As of 2020, which of these countries have won the FIFA Men's World Cup? Round 1. Fight! Now that's what I call a fatality. Who are the playable characters in the original Mortal Kombat? Which of these are meanings for the word set in English? For example, the word tiny has the word tin, so you'd want to tap that one. Which words contain an elemental metal inside them? Ah, Willis, my favorite character. I think he had a fun little nickname, but I can't remember what it is. All right, now who's into Game of Thrones? What words are spoken by Willis in the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones? Hey, I remember when that song first came out. It's the same as it ever was. What might you say to yourself according to the Talking Heads hit Once in a Lifetime? Which of these are singing voice types? Which of these are actual plagues from the book of Exodus? As of 2020, which of these animals are extinct? Which of these are actual cat food brands? Which of these are or have been TV and internet service providers in the US? Good luck! Have fun, kids! Now that all of you hate me, let's move on. Which of these unusual words are spelled correctly? Which NBA players have scored more than 25,000 total career points? Oh, you heard me right. We're talking pants. Which of these are types of pants? Which of these are real horse breeds? 2 beautiful categories stand before me, but I only have one list of correct answers in my vast repository of knowledge. Which of these real creatures have been used in photo shoots on America's Next Top Model? Which of these individuals were capitalist titans of the American Gilded Age, 1870 to 1900? Which of these are great houses in Game of Thrones? Which countries fought in World War I? Which of these are the original Monopoly game pieces? Which of these are actual Bop It game commands? Which of these movies are romantic comedies of the 2000s? What countries border India? Not to bring down the mood or anything, but many of these creatures were once my friends. For our next question, I need you to hum the Jurassic Park theme music to yourself very quietly. Even an omnipotent wheel such as myself is subject to copyright violations. Which of these are real dinosaurs? You know what they say, people in glass houses probably know a lot about glass houses and will likely do well on this next question. Which of these are actual styles of architecture? I got a hole-in-one once. I mean, I was wheeling around the mountain until I fell into an enormous hole, but it still counted. Which of these are real golf terms that golfers like to use? Hi, I'm Wheelie. Looks like you're trying to answer a new prompt. Which of these applications have been bundled in Microsoft Office Suite? Which of these are real houseplants? As in hiking in the wilderness, not gallivanting throughout Europe. Another question for my happy campers. Get it? Well, you will in about 5 seconds. According to REI, what items are absolutely necessary to bring on a backpacking trip? I tried professional wrestling once. My signature move was rolling around. Which of these are or were real WWE wrestlers? Which of these are or were real American daytime soap operas? Every few years I think I want to be a hat person, but then someone comes along seeking wisdom and I get spun, and what do you know? My new hat lands in the Valley of Hats over there. Which of these are styles of hats? As of 2020, which horrifying creatures have been used as disguises on the US version of The Masked Singer? Which indigenous American nations are members of the Iroquois Confederacy, also known as the Six Nations? Which of these are vintage American movie theater candies? Which of these soccer fouls will result in a direct free kick for the opposing team? Which of these luxury fashion brands are spelled correctly? I like my martini spun, not stirred. As of 2021, which of these actors have portrayed James Bond in film or television? Which of these famous names were supermodels of the 1990s? Straight up, I'm only including the ones that consulted me on occasion. Immanuel Kant, you're dead to me. Which of these individuals were famous Western philosophers? Which teams are part of the original 6 of the National Hockey League? Which of these are winners of the Nobel Peace Prize? It's dangerous to go alone. Listen, which of these are tools Link uses in the Legend of Zelda series? Which of these figures are from Egyptian mythology? I'll give you a hint. Acting captains count. Take us out, number 1. Or just this way. Which actors portrayed captains of a version of the Starship Enterprise? Eggs. Once I baked the power slice into a particularly lovely frittata. Long story short, that's why the Beatles broke up. Which of these are real egg preparations? You know, the one that runs along the east coast of the United States. Yeah, that one. Want to feel old? The Appalachian Mountains formed just 500 million years ago. Feels like yesterday, doesn't it? Through which U.S. states does the Appalachian Trail pass? Which of these are actual fields of law in which a lawyer might specialize? Roles as in positions, not bread. I had a cabinet once. It was mahogany. It's where I kept my rolls. Which of these rolls are part of the presidential cabinet of the United States? Not a fan of bad puns? You might want to sit this next one out. According to the Boat Owners Association of the United States, what were the top 10 boat names for the year 2021? You know all these colors too if your wheel slices chipped as frequently as mine. Which of the following are real names of OPI nail polish colors? Which of the following people once reigned as the undisputed world heavyweight boxing champion? Which of these are Germanic languages? Who are the original 9 members of the Wu-Tang Clan? We don't talk about Lanky Kong on my summit. Which Kongs are part of the Donkey Kong family tree? Which foods originated in France? If you can't perform sufficiently well here, I'll gladly replace you with a veteran session musician. Yes, that's a Steely Dan joke. Are you reeling in the years? Stowing away the time? Mad at me for asking you a Steely Dan question? The members of Steely Dan and I have a lot in common. For instance, one time Michael McDonald sang backup on one of my mountaintop orations. The audio quality was pristine. Which of the following are Steely Dan albums? Which of the following are actual Hawaiian islands? Which of these are American grocery store chains? Oh, you got practically 6 types of magic users, but no omnipotent circle-shaped deities, huh? You know, representation matters. Which of these are basic classes in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition? Which of these were city-states or polis of ancient Greece? Let's honor the world's greatest melting pot. Which of these are actual parades that have been held in New York City? I'm telling you, that's all they played on Mount Olympus, aside from, like, weird sex games. You know who is great at curling? Hermes! Nobody could beat that guy! As of 2018, which of these countries has won any sort of Olympic medal in curling, aka the sport of the gods? Which of these are over-the-counter medicines? Which movies are about the end of the world? That's the 1800s, for those of us who still get confused about all that. Which of these books are from the 19th century? It's time to enter a dimension between light and shadow. Which of these are real episodes from the original The Twilight Zone series? Which of these things appear in a McDonald's Big Mac, according to the classic jingle? Which individuals made regular appearances on Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Which of these are elements of a story according to Freytag's pyramid? Oh, okay. I guess this is a question. Which of these are examples of an interjection? Which of these are characters from Charles Dickens' novella, A Christmas Carol? Which individuals have actually been Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Which of these are monotheistic religions? Which of these foods are toxic to cats? Which celebrities have been coaches on The Voice? Which U.S. states were once part of the land collectively known as the Louisiana Purchase? No matter when you play this, 'tis the season to stock up on deviled egg ornaments. So many Christmas ornaments! Whatever happened to jamming a bunch of birds in a pear tree and calling it a day? As of 2021, which of the following are real Christmas tree ornaments that could be purchased from oldworldchristmas.com? Here's a helpful hint. They all have strict color palettes. Which of these movies are collaborations between Wes Anderson and Bill Murray? Which of these individuals have been anchors of the CBS Evening News program? What songs contain dance instructions in the lyrics? Which costumes did the Village People wear in their music video for YMCA? Which of these are actual methods of time travel used in fiction? Which of these are the values of the paper denominations of the euro? Which of these Broadway musicals are set in high school? Forsooth! Which of these are characters in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet? Which of these people have a bird somewhere in their name? Who were the pythons of Monty Python's Flying Circus? There's one that shares a border with Kazakhstan. Enormous proportions. Oh, what's that big North American country? I'm thinking of a large Asian country. Try searching down under. Really, isn't this something we all think about? Which countries are larger than Kazakhstan by land mass? Oh, don't forget your greens. Think about condiments, like the red one. One of these ingredients really brings a tear to my eye. To top it off, you'll need this. What are the traditional ingredients in a Burger King Whopper? The newest one honors a trailblazer in January. Don't work too hard to come up with this one. One of these you should always remember. What are the federal holidays in the U.S.? Domestic chickens, anyone? 7 of these are swimming. 6 of these are laying. Which birds are mentioned in the 12 Days of Christmas? What's that word that's all about doing things? Enormous, majestic, round. Oh, sorry, I keep talking about myself. Think about the one that tends to end in ly. Think about it. Below, behind, before, beneath. For example, and, or, but. Here's a hint. Hey! Did that help? What are the 9 parts of speech? This southern state is a real peach. Oh, don't forget that itty-bitty state. It's so cute. What's that one? It's not Old Hampshire. Wait, is it just Hampshire? Hey, what state is home to Philadelphia? The Big Apple. Why am I thinking about the Big Apple? What are the original 13 American colonies? One of these things is coated on pennies. Quick hint, you can find it in a nice cold glass of milk. One of these sounds like a large state on the West Coast. You're missing an easy one. It's one of the building blocks of life. What's that stuff they put in swimming pools? Which chemical elements start with C? Don't forget K spellings. I don't discriminate. You might consider the back end of Christopher. 10 good nicknames for someone named Christopher. How can you flip pancakes without this? Chinese food, anyone? Roll out that dough! Can't have any wine without this. How can you stir batter without this? Well, I suppose you can use anything, really. I got a big scoop on a correct answer, and it's not an ice cream scooper. Your strategy is full of holes! What sort of tool is good for a pepperoni with cheese? It sure would be great if you thought of this one. Great. My 14 favorite kitchen utensils. This thing is in everything, except like Coke Zero. Might want to try egg whites to avoid this one. Hey, if you don't get this one, you may feel a bit salty about it. What's that one that really packs on the pounds? You gym rats should be familiar with this one. You can find plenty of this one in bran muffins. Don't forget the sweet one. One of these is a percentage. Most of these are types of nutrients or sources of energy. My 10 favorite words found on nutrition labels. What's that one that starts with a Z? Allow me to help. What's another word for taxi? This one comes from a very specific region in France. There's one that starts with an N? And don't forget that long one that starts with an M. Of course, there's the wine that everyone who doesn't drink wine says is their favorite. Does that help? My 12 preferred red wines for when I need to unwind. Are you I'm gonna spell it out for you. Chocolate. Just type in chocolate. Some might say it's the most boring flavor. Do you like your ice cream caffeinated? Though the road may be long, hopefully it's also this. One of my favorites is nice and buttery. One of my faves has a green tinge with a nutty flavor, according to me. The 10 best ice cream flavors. You'll never think of a high school dance the same way after reading this one. Will none of you take a stand? What's that one about the dog? It starts with a C. Stop clowning around and just type it in. You'll feel miserable if you get this one. I don't know what kind of game you're playing, but hopefully not this one. One of these is a woman's first and last name. There's the light half, and then there's... In case you're wondering about Salem's Lot, just being honest, not that scary. I slept like a baby after reading it. The 12 Stephen King novels that were too scary for me to finish. Name every Jonas and Baldwin brothers sibling. I'm thinking of a tall, adorable character. And let's just say, Hirsute. You know, the cute ones with the smashed-in dog faces. Come on now. One word. Droid. There's that one that looks a bit like a soccer ball. Or a football, if you will. Who were those cute chubby birds in The Rise of Skywalker? So Yoda didn't make my list, but this one did. The 8 most adorable Star Wars characters and species. One of these woodwinds is brass, and it's very sexy. A couple of these are not obvious, but they are woodwinds and have been part of orchestras. Which woodwind instruments may be found in an orchestra? Roar! Oh, that could apply to a few of these, actually. Excuse me. Hey, What animal starts with Z? One is a marsupial that loves eucalyptus leaves. Not exactly a buffalo, but similar. Think humps. One of them is kind of a lion, sort of. Come on, stick your neck out. Your neck! Think King Kong, but bite-sized. Reach into your pouches and see what comes up. Which animals were included in Barnum's Animals Crackers 100th Anniversary Edition? If you like saunas, you'll know about this one. What's another word for brook? Think group sports. You might experience this while you're sleeping. What is it you do when you make shady plans? You'll find this along the side of a pair of pants. What rhymes with meme? One-syllable common words only, please. What's another word for cashier? What's that French word for circus? Oh, one of these words really irritates me. Hey, what's another word for advantage? If you evade responsibilities, you're doing this. If you think of this one, it may put a wry smile on your face. What rhymes with twerk? One-syllable common words only, please. If you quench your thirst, you'll be doing this. Now, why would I be thinking about the Garden of Eden? Hey, ever have a craving for a nice sirloin? You do this in the morning, unless you sleep in, I guess. What's another word for phony? You often find this thing in a bowl of cereal. What's bigger than a pond? It's blank or blank time. What rhymes with Drake? Keep it to one-syllable common words. The part that snips. I love snipping. The way they peep is very soothing. You just need to get past that hard exterior. Get the butter. They were for walking, now they're for eating. There's certainly nothing imitation here. The 5 best parts of a crab. It's a him! You know, the one whose name is in the title of the game. It's a him! The main character's brother, a sensitive plumber just trying to get by. Please don't forget about this little mushroom who wears a vest. Wait, wasn't there a royal race car? Someone who was a queen or a prince or... Don't forget about this upright turtle who wears shoes. You forgot about him, didn't you? This guy loves bananas and hates barrels. He's like the opposite of me. What about the big spiky monster guy? Remember him? He's a dinosaur who can lay eggs on command. I know you know who this is. Which 8 characters were playable in the original Super Mario Kart? Ewan McGregor loves food shopping. Doctors always love getting a visit from Ewan McGregor. Sometimes Ewan McGregor needs to get his motorcycle tuned up. The maitre d' always finds Ewan McGregor a table at this place. Sometimes Ewan McGregor just wants to borrow a book for a month or so. I hear Ewan McGregor likes to sit down and watch pigeons. It's relaxing. Sometimes Ewan McGregor goes to premieres of his new films. Ewan McGregor makes deposits and withdrawals. Celebrities are just like us. Yup, this prompt is exactly as weird as you think it is. Just type out some everyday places. Okay, since you asked, Ewan and I are old pals. He didn't think I'd ask this question about him, and I just won a bet. You owe me $1, McGregor. The 8 everyday places where you might run into Ewan McGregor. You don't need lights on when you're asleep. You can shower in the dark. I saw a documentary about it. I might as well turn the fridge off, too, while I'm in here. Are you still watching TV, or can I turn that off, too? Yeah, the only thing I'm eating right now is high electricity costs. The car doesn't need to see anything, does it? Business hours are daytime hours. It's never too early for babies to learn about fiscal responsibility. What is this, Clue? Just turn the lights off. Because electricity isn't free, kiddo. Great job. Hey, are you done in here? I'm just gonna turn off the lights. The 9 rooms where dads can't help themselves from turning off the lights. You might have to throw the raisins and peanuts at me. I don't have hands, I'm a wheel. They melt in your mouth, not in your... wait, no, I don't have hands. Have you ever tried to peel one without hands? It's not impossible. Even without hands, I always end up covered in Cool Ranch dust. Witch fingers! If I had fingers, that is. I'd be a big jerk not to give you a hint, right? A wheelie big jerk? Okay, I really thought we knew each other better than this. Just type Snickers. I like the pizzeria pretzel flavor. What am I gonna eat on my way to see my cousin, the London Eye? Look, snack or no snack, I think we can all agree it's a miracle I managed to drive a car. My 8 favorite road trip snacks. Being selfish or arrogant? That's definitely a sin. Hoarding wealth or other resources? You bet that's a sin. Feelings of longing or desire? Yep, that's a sin. Wanting what someone else has? Welcome to Sin City, population U. Overindulging? That's a sin. Uncontrollable rage? Sure, that's a sin. Lazing around? Oh, yeah, that's a sin for sure. What are the 7 deadly sins? This gigantic thing has the most angelic sound. You need one of these if you're gonna play bluegrass. Oh, you're not gonna play bluegrass? Okay, well, still, just type in the instrument. I'll give you a hint. It's from Hawaii. My 7 favorite stringed instruments. Dessert on a stick. Doesn't get better than that. This one's on the pudding spectrum, a spectrum I just made up. This dessert is huge in Italy, I assume. You can drink this one. My 7 favorite frozen desserts. Hey, New York, baby. Vladimir Putin could identify with this drink. One of these is not really an iced tea. James Bond prefers his shaken, not stirred. The most fun word to say, mojito. Oh, sorry, my bad. Say you are a traditionalist. People might call you this. Tomatoes, people, the one with tomatoes. Sometimes players offer me a cocktail sacrifice. So far, these are my faves. The 13 best bar drinks. It's the name of an island. I believe this one raised my IQ from 300 to 301. This one is French. Whooee, if I do say so myself. Oh, I buy this one just for the cool bottle. Rhymes with moss. Okay, let's hurry this up. Poland Spring Water. My 8 favorite bottled water brands. In this one, he plays a wolf, so to speak. This movie was simply dreamy. Oh, you know the one where his wife dies and he thinks he's a detective? F. Scott Fitzgerald. Does that help? I'll give you a clue. The Aviator. My 6 favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movies. One of these is a real question mark. Oh, come on! One with the umbrella? Think Play-Doh. Arnold Schwarzenegger played this baddie. Not the Tin Man, but my 10 favorite Batman villains. This one sounds as though you might sleep here. Think British. Think British. A word you'd use for bathroom in polite societies or on airplanes. If you were stranded on a desert island, you might need to dig one of these. Scrub-a-dub-dub. Clothes could go here, according to the name alone. Think 1950s. 8 different ways of saying bathroom. You know, that sauce that suddenly became a thing in the 2000s. Greens, please. Not zucchini, but close. Don't question my judgment on this, okay? I know what I'm talking about. What should go on a 12-inch artisan flatbread at Subway? In the beginning, Phil Collins was in this band. Let my people go, because when you gotta go, you gotta go. I prefer a tapered gene, but this priestly Hebrew tribe probably preferred a straight leg. You start with one and then keep counting forever. You'd think you wouldn't need a second book of rules after your massive first book of rules, but here we are. What are the first 5 books of the Old Testament? He did it his way. Easily the best dancer in the bunch was this guy. This guy would only be able to go diagonally on a chessboard. Old Blue Eyes used to joke he was the brother in Lawford to John F. Kennedy. Name the 5 members of the 1960s Rat Pack. Also a popular rye whiskey cocktail served with a cherry. Jackie Chan came here once and caused a bit of a rumble. Hipsters ruined this borough, apparently. Most of the boroughs are islands, but this one has it in its name. This borough can move in any direction on a chessboard. What are the 5 boroughs of New York City? To be a good Muslim, you should say what you believe out loud. Being generous with your time and your money. You don't necessarily have to be quick, but during this month, you hope the sunsets are earlier. It wouldn't hurt if you crossed the world to visit once in a lifetime. What are the 5 pillars of Islam? Baguette, s'il vous plaît. Achtung! The other Achtung! A former first lady came from this country. In the most neutral voice I can muster, I gotta say they make great chocolate and even better knives. This tiny nation has a long name and apparently some big mountains. If you're ever looking for a Grand Prix, I know a city-state. Which 8 countries do the Alps run through? It's not just a place to see the Ducks play hockey. You can also find Donald here. Eiffel Tower, Goofy fell on the flower bed. In this country's language, a mouse is pronounced Nezumi. Mulan's home country has 2 theme parks, one in this famous city. Mulan's home country has 2 theme parks, One is this former British colony. In which cities of the world can you find a Disney theme park? This is the host's name, and he turns up dead. Grey Poupon, anyone? One of them is a lighter shade of pale. One is always strutting her stuff like some kind of flamboyant bird. The grass certainly is this on the other side, where you're not accused of murder. One character is certainly a well-read lady. And don't forget the host of the manor. Name the 7 characters from Clue. Isn't the dad an architect? What's his name? Who is the oldest son? He's so handsome. Are you spinning your wheels? The youngest son's given name is Robert. Remember Marsha? No? Okay, just type Marsha. Remember the middle sister? Sadly for her, nobody else did either. Well, the housekeeper fell down a rabbit hole when she joined the Bradys. Not literally, that's just a hint about her name. Yes, the housekeeper counts, and no, the pets do not. Here's the story of a lovely trivia question that I'm going to ask you. Name the members of the Brady Bunch. Orange, you glad this orange vegetable is in there? V8 contains this common herb, and not too sparsely. Let us be clear, I will not leave you hanging. That was a hint. Did you know watercress is in V8? It's true. Type watercress. Every can of V8 includes a little bit of Popeye's favorite vegetable. If an apple a day keeps the doctor away, what do 8 vegetables keep away? Bears, probably. What are the 8 original V8 veggies? And he called it macaroni. Come on, Jeter, this one's a freebie. You can see these ladies play soccer, or you can see David Blaine doing this over Times Square. If you've been to several of these galas, you've been to several Jack and the Beanstalk met one of these jamokes. Hey, can't you see I'm going Mach 3 over here? If you're just starting out as an acrobat, you probably want one of these. Oh, hi-ho, Silver. If your home is completely surrounded by water, you're one of these, or you need a plumber. I'm sure I'd give myself a couple of these tiny, uncomfortable cuts if I ever needed to shave. Hey, some dame with a torch is in the river. This soccer team gives you wings. I'm just looking for the nicknames here. I already got the New York part. Name the professional sports teams of New York City. How could you forget about the color of tomatoes? It's the color of carrots. You know the one. Where would we be without this main color? Mustard would be gray. It's the color of crisp, leafy lettuce. Perfect on a sandwich. Don't forget about the color of blueberries. Oops. You'll be closer to fine if you can remember what the I in Roy G. Biv stands for. It's the word for purple that starts with a V. The visible light spectrum is fancy like that. Roy G. Biv, Roy G. Laugh, Roy G. Love. Which 7 colors are on the visible light spectrum? You know, like the Dickens character. They had tigers. Oh, the magical tigers. There's just something magical about their height difference. You know, the bad boy of magic. The man who started it all. If by it, you mean drowning yourself while wearing handcuffs. What about that guy who was sealed high in a box for 44 days? That was pretty magical. Is this next question hard, or simply an illusion? Did you know David Blaine is just a few years younger than me? He spent the entire crusade showing me card tricks. It was abysmal. My 8 favorite famous magicians. It's like an iPad, but smaller. You wear it on your wrist. This is a device that stored music in the olden days. Which 6 Apple products can fit in a standard shoebox? Oh, come on, it's in the name, people! If you want to make a souffle, you gotta crack a couple of these babies. I can't believe you haven't thought of putting in a pinch of this. I'll give you a hint. It's an extract made from vanilla. I mean, come on, one of them is in the title. What are the ingredients in a chocolate souffle? It has 8 sides! Now that would be cool, to have sides, I mean. They say this one is a girl's best friend. This one would make me look like the coolest stop sign ever. The 6 shapes I would like to be if I weren't a wheel. It's a science and something Mulder and Scully had. Winners of one category include Nelson Mandela and Mother Teresa. Money, money, money. What are the 6 Nobel Prize categories? Oh, named after the end of a river? Pretty boring. Go back to selling CDs at the megastore. Ooh, a direction and another direction. Wow, original. This one is ironic because it doesn't go into the great unknown anymore, just Cleveland. You can't just say what you are, then a color. I was going to fly to the corporate HQ to complain, but Dubai's too far for me to roll. What to say about this European carrier? Well, it's all in the tongue. Sounds like Lufthansa, right? Whatever. We've got an airline, yes we do! We've got an airline, how about you? Time to dissolve this union. No, it's fine. It's fine. The 10 airlines I boycott because I am unable to fit in the planes. Classic American pie for a classic non-nation affiliated wheel. Tasty, tangy, and oozing red on the inside, just like me. You gotta roll yourself down to Georgia for this treat. This pie's a real jack-o'-lantern of all trades. Tart with a graham cracker crust, this pie puts me in the island mood. Balance out the sour with a little bit of whipped, hard-to-bake sweet. Pucker up. Don't be offended. Your names are great. I just have a sweet tooth. Honestly, if I ate all that crap, I'd be so bloated, your names would be a larger font size. I wish my facial slices were filled with these 6 pies instead of your names. More like Captain Marvelous. This magical actress has us seeing red and developing a mind dimension where nothing can ever go wrong as a result of trauma. Is he Falcon? Captain America? 2 for 1. The original super soldier and owner of America's butt. This one's certainly got a cute Asgard. The ageless Ant-Man. No wrinkles there. The Wasp to the titular Ant-Man. Get lost in her eyes. Oh yeah, I love Humperdinck Funky Bunch. There's no replacement for this war machine. Low-key, this hottie's pretty tricky. This one's a real Bucky Barnes burner. Now is the winter soldier of our discontent over how hot he is. Which performers are the most smoochable? Hypothetically, I don't have lips. The 12 biggest dreamboats in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Celebrity names. What's more gentle on your bottom than Cupid's touch? Okay, what's with the bears? Can someone explain it to me? It's named after a fabric, but it's not a fabric. Is it? This is Walmart's line of in-house products, so I hope it's as great a bargain as it says it is. Imagine someone's grandmother knitting this toilet paper while you're doing your business in the North. One is named after Costco's personal brand, but it does sound like my friend Kirk's backyard. Okay, this one is literally just a guy's name. Really? Am I being pranked? These bears are too rare and beautiful for us to be naming our bathroom tissue after them. You know this one. Eco-friendly, has a leaf for a logo, probably more comfortable than an actual leaf. Unfortunately, every slice you win will be single ply for this one. The 9 toilet paper brands that strike my fancy. Which I don't, really. I just want you to feel like I do. What rhymes with care? Let's keep it to 1-syllable common words. Come on, Meeples, put your teeth into it! Ding dong. Oh hey, was that the doorbell? What's another word for lingo? I'm thinking of a word that's kind of like zest, maybe a bit sour. Really good trivia makes my heart feel one of these things. Oh, why can't I remember any of these? If only there were a word to express my frustration. What rhymes with dang? 1-syllable common words, please. Here's a little Easter egg for you. When I was an up-and-coming deity, my nickname was Bort. And no, you do not get to call me that. What rhymes with Bort? 1-syllable common words. Just 1-syllable common words. If you can't get these, then maybe all those CAPTCHAs were right and you're a robot. Name the 5 senses, plus the one Haley Joel Osment has. You all need to get your bearings straight. I wonder if Bernie Sanders ever went to Canada. I'm pretty sure Stephen King spent time in Canada. Polite and scary is a terrifying combo. Think west, like as west as you can go. Potatoes, anyone? Taters? Don't forget Big Sky Country. What's the state with Mount Rushmore? Is it that one? Not sure. If there's one you cannot miss, it's this one. Just imagine Canada, but with a gigantic mall. The password for this state is Lake Erie. Good luck. Did you know Ben Franklin visited Canada? He had that stupid hat to keep him warm, I guess. It's only the 4th most populated state in the U.S. Easy to forget. I'll give you a hint. Some have water borders. I'm very generous. Which U.S. states border Canada? He didn't write the Odyssey. The matriarch wears her hair in a large beehive. If you don't get this, you're gonna have a cow, man. Who are the 5 primary members of the Simpsons family? This country has a great PR firm. It features prominently in the musical West Side Story. If you're thinking of Virgin Records, you're on the right track. Don't confuse one of these territories with Samoa, but it sounds similar. This territory is in the Pacific and is the westernmost point of the United States. As of 2020, what are the 5 inhabited territories of the United States that have permanent residents? Hey, look up here. Look up here. Pay attention and listen up. When people sing this at me, it's really more insulting than instructive. Name all the body parts mentioned in the nursery rhyme head, shoulders, knees, and toes. If my face were capable of this, I'm sure I would do it. When the winter snow melts, it turns into this gray nuisance. Oh, this is a little bird. I'm so enormous, if I fell, I'd certainly do this to you. Hey, toilet users, don't forget to, you might say this to a dog sled team. In the morning and late afternoon, this hour is usually full of traffic. What rhymes with plush? One-syllable common words only. I'm a little too big to sleep on top, so I'll choose the bottom. Rick Moranis' kids got... Consider the past tense of slink. You wore deodorant yesterday because you... Say, what did the Titanic do? Drinking too much mead might make you this. Do people still drink mead? Michael Jordan has been known to do this. If you fail this game, this word might fit. Strapping handsome men are often called this. What rhymes with chunk? One-syllable common words only. This man's wife also ran for president. This man's son was a president in the next century. One was formerly the governor of California, and before that, in movies. This one was the first president to resign in office. This one became president after JFK was assassinated. The 20th century. Seems like only yesterday. Who were the last 7 presidents of the 20th century? Oh, motherfucker. I don't count these in my sleep, but some people do. Think of the sound a bird makes. A vice president is sometimes called this. Look before you do this. What rhymes with beep? One-syllable common words only, please. Ooh, don't get burned. Think golfing. Think boxing. What rhymes with czar? One-syllable common words only. This word makes your whites whiter. Maybe this question is beyond yours. What rhymes with peach? One-syllable common words only. What's that place where shopping happens? Pardon me. I'm thinking of a short crust pastry. Well, what am I not thinking of those? If you nail this one, you'll certainly feel like this. What rhymes with heart? One-syllable common words only. You'll need 2 of these to fly, little ones. If you win, you may adorn yourself in so much of this. What's the sound of getting something right? Not a jack, not a queen. What rhymes with string? One-syllable common words only. Hey, don't look at me that way. You'll need this for a proper bake. Some of you like your cream this way. What do you call one who toils in a field? What rhymes with shower? 1 or 2-syllable common words only. Some Slovaks can relate to this word. I'm here at your blank and call. I'm good like that. Oh, what's another word for little tiny baby kiss? I imagine some of you work in this industry. You all made a journey to my mountaintop. You could say you made one of these. What rhymes with Shrek? 1-syllable common words only. One of these places is known for its canal. There are 2 P-named countries in South America. Not Afghanistan, but one country borders Spain, and it ain't France. There are 2 P-named countries in South America. One of these is recognized as a sovereign state. It's on the west bank of the River Jordan. What countries start with the letter P? Oh, what's the sign of the ram? Why do I have a craving for crab? Think fish. What are the 6 fire and water signs of the zodiac? One of these a day could keep the doctor away, or be used to make a Waldorf salad. Remember, it needs a bit of crunch. It's a creamy salad. Don't forget the seasoning. A little bit of heat never hurt anyone. According to the New York Times, which 6 ingredients do you need to make a classic Waldorf salad? Who's the protagonist of Wizard of Oz? Type that name. A blank by any other name would smell as sweet. Think Van Gogh. Not tortoise, but not that they would ever hang out, but we could dream, can't we? Thank you for being a friend of the entourage. Heck, maybe these groups should hang out. Name the girls in the Golden Girls house and the boys in the entourage. Hey, why not type the color of the sun just for giggles? After all, the sun is chocolate's greatest enemy. Freshly cut grass, guacamole, and M&Ms are all this color, weirdly enough. Have you considered typing in the color of chocolate itself? It's just an idea. M&Ms. They're one of my favorite road trip snacks, just in case that comes up later in the game. Which 6 colors will you find in a bag of milk chocolate M&Ms? Who sees most of the action happen in the infield? This position. Who's the worst hitter on the team? This one. This position is known for leadership and knee surgeries. It's right there in the middle of the outfield. Right there in the middle. What are the 9 defensive positions you can play in baseball? Remember, if it's only divisible by 1 in itself, it's a prime number. If it comes with free 2-day shipping, it's something you bought on Amazon Prime. I know. I've been in the prime of my life for the last 6,000 years. You can barely tell, right? I haven't started getting wrinkles around any of my slices yet, have I? What are all the prime numbers between 1 and 30? This state is named after a queen. Don't forget your mittens when you're visiting this northern state shaped like a mitten. This state's nickname is Big Sky Country. Despite not being Kansas, this state's largest city is Kansas City. Go Sox! A beloved state to spell. This long name matches the long river it's named after. This state is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. The main attraction to this state is lobster. The main deterrent is Stephen King. What are the 8 U.S. states that begin with the letter M? It sounds like that river in Egypt. Similar to Billy's last name. Get on the train! Shares a name with Mr. Neeson. Shares a name with Mr. Potter. Like the last name of that fantasy author. C.S. Former members, I should say. Ugh, don't even start with me. I'll catch you at the reunion tour, Directioners. Quick, what are the first names of all the members of One Direction? You can learn more about this game at jackboxgames.com/quiplash-3. What a time to be alive. 3 to 8 players can play this game? Wow! For more information, go to jackboxgames.com/the-devils-and-the-details. I've been told I'll get a small commission if you go to jackboxgames.com/champed-up. Sometimes I like to go to jackboxgames.com/talking-points. It's how I manage to look so young and spin so smoothly. Wow, how many games have the great internet domain jackboxgames.com/blather-round? There's one that for sure does. All these games for less than $30? What a steal! Wait, is this an ad? Is Jackbox paying me for this? No, seriously, can some Jackbox person let me know if I'm getting paid for this sponsored content? Am I selling out? Wait, what do you mean it's time to move on? Which 5 games are included in the Jackbox Party Pack 7? Brr, this ocean is cold. How do those penguins stand it? Forget the peach pie and sweet tea. It doesn't get more southern than this ocean. Ironically, this ocean is located nowhere near India. Just kidding, it's like right next to India. And no, George Clooney's character from Ocean's 11 does not count. Did you type Danny Ocean even though I specifically told you not to? Humans, you'll never learn. What are the 5 named oceans on Earth? This one is the smallest coin. I'll give this coin a high 5. Put this coin on a surfboard, 'cause it's hanging 10. Who sees most of the action happen in the infield? This position. This coin rhymes with the nickname for the $1 coin. This one is named after the bird on it. Not much in use, but at least half as fun as a loonie. What are the 7 denominations of Canadian coins? Let's go, people. Take a stab at it. One weapon is a type of gun. And no, gun is not acceptable here. Come on. This one is good to have in your toolkit. Of murder! One is made out of lead, and it's not lead paint, though that's not good for you either. What were the 6 original weapons in the board game Clue? One is also the name of a Canadian province. This lake was named after an Iroquois tribe. If you've ever met anyone from this state, they usually pull up their right hand and point to where they're from. This lake sure is spooky. This lake sure is big. What are the 5 Great Lakes of North America? Can you say ni hao? Can you say bonjour? Can you say hello? Can you say ciao? Can you say konnichiwa? Can you say sawe? Probably not. It's a dead language. Can you say hello? I imagine so. Congrats! You all scored a 5 on your AP test, which means you don't have to take any introductory classes about AP tests in college. Nicely done. Which languages can high school students study at the advanced placement level? Like a beetle or an ant? Yeah, I don't know. If I had shoulders, I'd be doing this. I don't know. Like a snail who lost his house. Charlie Brown says this interjection when he's exasperated. Some of you have been saying this a lot because of my prompts. Would you do this to some water, or a beer, or even milk? Yeah, I don't know. I don't do this. Like aspirin, or, something stronger than aspirin. I wish I could perform this act. If only I had arms. If you don't check your bags, you'll have to blank them around the airport. Sweep under this sometime, why don't you? What rhymes with mug? One syllable, common words only. More than one alcoholic beverage of this type for me. The wheel in your car does this.
Oh, Frankie, come look. There's a bunch of these cute antlered guys on the lawn.
When the creature gets closer, it does this. The evil villain does this with his wicked mouth. Your two little ear holes. Oh, lots of people have these, like being scared of spiders or quadrilaterals. Oh, these are the little things that make watches go, and wheels for that matter. Either your companions or a way you can walk over the ocean. These come out of your eye holes when you're sad. Oh, how the these fly by. I'm sort of shaped like this. Here's to you, noble rhymesters. A toast to the host with the most, me. What rhymes with cheers? One syllable, common words only. Hey, do you like all my chunky jewelry? Or my favorite 80s band? Earrings do this from the ear. Sleigh bells go jingle, and this is putting a shiny decoration on something. If I wear a collar too tight, it feels like this. Make sure to brush your hair. Otherwise, you get this. The official definition of this is to accomplish something via trickery. This is what I gotta do to gather up all my misbehaving cows. Seeing as I have none, this question is morally repugnant to me, but here we go. Yeah, I guess I have a lot of internal angles. Look, introspection isn't my strong suit. What rhymes with angle? Two syllable, common words only. At the grocery store, you take your time walking down this. How can I say no to that conglomeration of teeth and lips? Ooh, this word means aesthetic. All players of the wheel are granted a fair and free one of these by a jury of their peers. This word is disgusting. Gross! This word is gonna take a bit. Meaning mischief, this is more often used as a descriptor. There's that icky sour stuff in your stomach. Kids these days have never seen a phone with this. Oh, let me just put your documents away in this. Well, I'm innocent, incapable of tricking anyone. I am without this. Oh, to be back on those beautiful other word for islands. Shortened version of I will. Word is, Eminem had 8 of these. A bunch of things on top of each other in one spot. Sorry, I'm just up to my eyeballs in backsplash samples for my kitchen. What rhymes with tile? One syllable, common words only, please. What's that thing your uncle smokes when he's having his glass of brandy? Think rolling papers. You may have encountered this smokestack in a college dorm room. Well, not you personally, of course. One device was made famous by the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland. To be clear, I'm not advocating or recommending. After all, you need lung power to climb up this mountain. The 7 popular devices some humans use to inhale and exhale smoke. Come on, don't be a bozo. Does this prompt put a sad look on your face? One of these is a cooking term. You'll need high heat to make it happen. Think kings and queens. Lost and... There's another word for floor, but think outdoors. You're missing an easy one. It's a kind of dog. What's that, English currency called? I mean, don't you love round things? Yes, I am totally fishing for compliments. What rhymes with round? One syllable, common words only.